Hi. How are you?
Hello.
It's good of you to join us tonight.
Bonjour.
Buongiorno. Hi, David.
Hi.
How are you?
How is
I'm
everyone?
well.
You guys ready for the stream tonight?
This fine evening.
Wait, we're streaming? This isn't just the offline chat?
This is offline chat.
Okay.
Or is it?
Or is it?
It's not. That little red button is lit up.
I don't see it. Oh, that thing that says live?
Yeah.
40 seconds.
43 seconds now.
40.
Welcome in, everybody. Welcome to Dis and That -1 because he'll be with us later. But we are one shy of our.
One of us
group.
is in Disney right now.
One of us is in Disney. Guess which
one
it is, and it's not the three of us. It's the one we're mad at today because he's down in Disney and we're not. Nah, just kidding. We're just a little jealous.
We're jealous.
We're a little jealous, not mad.
I'm mad.
Our buddy Zippity Doo Dad is in Florida, living up to 80-degree weather with golf and
Loving it.
Disney Springs, and he's going 3 different parks tomorrow. He's just having a blast. There he is. Wait, is today Wednesday? You missed it, Zip.
Yeah, Zip.
Anyways, guys, welcome in. First off, let's get started by thanking Dean over at The Live Place, www.theliveplace.com, Dreamers Empire, and The Live Place on YouTube. He hosts our show with a total of 79 other shows. So thank you to Dean over at Dreamers Empire for sponsoring the show. So, for hosting our show, sorry. Should I just get right into the chat before you guys have a chance to derail it? Or do you want to say something first?
I never derail anything.
What are you talking about?
You don't derail it?
We're all on topic all the time.
So let me start by just doing the chat real quick. We have David Stevens, Mike Wheeler, Rachel Fithian, Stacy Rogers, T. Marie Photography, Captain Akron 27, Surfer Girl 326, Practically Perfect Park Hopping, Tanya J, Michelle the Quilter, Big Noah Mountain 5, Brandy and Dave, Angela Minter, Bill Steffen, Alyssa Stenberg, Pearl Manhattan, Tim Pruitt. It's going to jump. Connie, welcome in. Disney Nerd Herder, Zippity Doo Dad, Magical News Live, Brady Mabe, Rockin' Robin, Jonathan Chong, LSU Mom, Karen Cook, welcome in. It's locked. There it goes. We have Katie Howe, Donna Jaworski, welcome in. Donna, Cody Hankins, Kim Jor 555, Kenzie Days, Kenzie don't go anywhere. Julie McCowan, Trevor Austin, Griswold Family Vacay, welcome in. That's an awesome name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
That is a pretty cool awesome name. Matthew Kent, welcome in. I'm still scrolling up to see what I missed. I think I got everybody there. Let me come back down to the other side.
Tracy, they were wrong. There's no funny guys here.
Uh-oh. Yeah, somebody lied to you. I went too far. My whole screen moved.
Agrees.
We have this thing is just it won't move. Hang on a minute.
Wheel of
there
cheese.
It goes. Okay, Rob Wieska, welcome in. Tracy Glenn.
Rob.
Yep.
I ate a wheel of cheese once.
I could go for some cheese.
Cheese does sound amazing right now.
Cheese off one of these nights.
It didn't go well, but I did eat a wheel of cheese once.
How many pounds of cheese do you think we could eat in a night?
How did it come out?
It didn't.
In a wheel of cheese.
Large block.
I meant like how'd the outcome come out?
Oh, I mean, it was good. It was good. I do enjoy and I love like a good pepper jack cheese, to be honest with you.
So you're a pepper jack fan? See, I like the sharp cheddars and sharper hard cheeses. So that's don't get me wrong, pepper jack's solid.
But I would do a sharp pepper jack.
So like a sharp cheese with peppers in it?
A sharp jack.
A parp jack?
A sharp jack. A sharp jack.
Let's just talk about cheese tonight. Mine's mozzarella.
Should we invent?
That does not surprise me at all.
Should we invent a new cheese called
I'm good with mozzarella, baby.
A mozzarella jack.
Mozzarella jack. Have you guys ever made cheese?
No. I have. If you leave the milk in there, if you leave the milk in the refrigerator too long, it turns to cheese.
Not like accidentally making cottage cheese. Like, have you ever like gotten the? Brandy, is it called Reddit?
Let me interrupt you right here because probably one of the best things I've ever seen in my entire life. All right, is Rick Steves. Y'all know Rick Steves, right? Rick Steves Rick Steves Europe?
Am I from Europe?
You guys have never seen Rick Steves Europe?
I didn't know that Rick owned a Steve.
Wait, there's somebody Dave doesn't know?
We have a Steve. I don't know Rick Steves.
You don't know Rick Steves?
This is actually
surprising
to me, too.
Shep, this must not be as good as you think it is.
I guess
No,
not.
that's not true. I don't know everything. I just know every other thing.
Yeah, Rick Steves, Charlie's got it, the travel guy. Rick Steves, he does like a whole European series, and he's been doing it for years. It's like on PBS and stuff.
That's why.
But he does some amazing videos of just the different countries, different like areas of all the countries. And he's done some videos where he goes into like the depths of whatever country does like really good cheese. Correct me, I don't know. But
a bunch of them.
Yeah, anyway, like
I think everyone has like a really good cheese spot.
But like legit, like
for real.
Like they like literal blocks or rounds, wheels
massive wheels of cheese. Yeah, the phrasing "you ate a whole wheel of cheese" is referencing huge. Like 30 pounds of cheese.
But like they stick it in this room and let it like ferment and like do weird things. Wisconsin,
triple P said Wisconsin.
They put cheese on their heads. That's weird.
Well, but like, they do, yeah. Real quick,
they brush it off. They have like paint brushes, and they brush it off like once a day.
Yeah.
And they stick it back in the rack. It's like this big thing. It's
real crazy. Real quick. Let's welcome in Andy J, Leroy Jenkins, Keystone 76, Resort Budgeting, Avery the Cuban American, and Jeff Resendez, and Andrea Houston, and Rockin' Robin. I forgot. We all forgot. I wrote it down so we won't forget, but he wanted to know if we had come up with our menu items named after ourselves.
Oh.
And I forgot. So I've got it written down. I got it written down right here so that I don't forget again.
Can you put that in the weekly newsletter going out to all of us so that we can remember?
It'll be in your homework.
Are you drinking out of a pitcher?
It's my Ninja blender. It's my smoothie.
Cheese?
This is how I drink cheese.
This is why
in the mouth. Welcome in, brother.
So basically, what I do.
Zippity Doo Dad says, if you're new, please subscribe to Zippity Doo Dad. He's amazing.
100% true.
Sounds like somebody I know.
So, real quick before we get started,
Goofy loves Disney. Nagy, welcome in. Dave Houston, welcome in as well.
We got a block of cheese out.
We got a package.
Oh, we got it. Are we gonna do it before Zip gets on here?
Oh, we'll wait for Zip to get.
I thought we were waiting for Zip.
Let's do it.
I know.
Okay. All in favor of opening it now? Aye.
Well, I know he's in the chat, so.
Zip, are you still in the chat? Is it okay? Steve's drinking Cheese Whiz. Trevor says.
I could literally see cheese.
It tastes way better than Cheese Whiz.
Is it banana?
This is mango, pineapple, banana.
That's not bad. It sounds like it's pretty good.
It is very good. I make good smoothies. Leanne Sherbick, welcome in.
Are you drinking a Jimmy Buffett song? Is there booze in the blender?
There is not booze in the blender.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Alex Brenner, welcome in. I am on a really, really semi-healthy diet. I've lost 6 pounds in 2 days. So
I'm down 3 since Monday.
Nice. I'm down 6 since Monday.
I'm up 15 since yesterday.
But my you're
cheese wheels.
Amy AJC Magic TV, welcome in. So basically, I'm going back to my diet where it's really not as healthy. You don't diet the way I diet because it's not good for you. But I don't eat breakfast, which I never will. I don't eat anyways. So 3 peas in a pod, welcome in.
What's up?
So I go nothing for breakfast, including beverages, no water, no nothing. I go to Mayor of Chickapin Hill, welcome in.
Dave.
What?
Dave Houston. Great to hear with you, Dre. Love it.
So
thank you both for being here.
If I go to lunch and I have a protein shake with milk, I make it with milk. Again, that's all I have. Come to supper and I have something very tiny, and then I have beverages the rest of the night. Tonight is the first night I've actually made a smoothie. It's literally milk, organic mango nectar, mango.
Oh. Does it have to be organic?
It's just healthier for you. It's less sugar is what it is. I'm trying to cut sugar.
I was just going to ask that, Shep. Is it?
Turbinado and pineapples and banana.
Turbinado. Are you on the Food Network right now?
I like food. I almost went to culinary school.
I know. I don't know how that works when your favorite cheese is mozzarella.
And Rock and Robin, I do drink water. Well, that's the hard part now is I can't have cheese.
So
it's terrible for you.
fasting and basically a liquid diet. Well, yeah.
Yes, pretty much. So 6 pounds in 2 days, it works. Hey, look, I dropped 51 pounds in like 6 weeks last year. No, not 6 weeks. 8 weeks. 8 weeks. Speaking of diets, what's your guys' favorite beer at Disney?
Twelfth Stool. Yes.
So Candy Mom asks, wait, no, Zip. Zip is currently enjoying Disney right now, and he is going to pop in.
Listen, Neil, Disney family, welcome in. It's Neil. I did Weight Watchers and lost over 50 pounds. Wow. So that is for dinners. Sorry, not to interrupt you, Shep, but I meant to interrupt you. For dinners, I'm having salad.
You never interrupt me.
I've got fresh lettuce and cucumbers and tomatoes and everything. I'm making salads, and I'm also doing grilled chicken. So that's the small thing I have.
We did grilled wings tonight. They were
really I know. I got to keep fibered up too. And I do drink a lot of water once I get to dinner time. From there on, the rest of the night, I do drink a lot of liquid and water. But Detroit Disney duo, welcome in as well.
Good job. Welcome, DDD.
What up?
Cargo, what's up, Cargo?
Triple D. I like Triple D.
No.
We've been doing HelloFresh now for a little bit.
Yes.
And
love it.
Yeah, it's great. Like they're like
what Triple P said.
Oh yeah.
Good. Yeah, go HelloFresh. We can not a sponsor yet. HelloFresh, if you're hearing this because you have some sort of AI.
They've officially reached out to none of us. But no, they do a pretty good job, but it's not cheap, and we actually canceled because it was just getting to be too expensive. But we did it for like 2 months, and I started just writing down the recipes, and now we just buy it.
Don't they come with recipes?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I literally keep the cards basically.
In other words, he saves money by going buying the stuff himself.
Yeah,
I think we have HelloFresh cards all over the place. At one point, right before we started vlogging, we tried all of them, and Brandy and I still say like, "Man, I wish we would have like been into vlogging to do this because HelloFresh." I can't even think of their home.
And Tracy, that's what we were doing with three meals.
Tracy eats 3 meals a week.
That's what we had. We had the 3 meal a week plan, which was for me and Jenny. It was 6 meals.
Oh, real quick, welcome in Expedition Greg. Well, it's jumping on me. Hang on a minute. Expedition Greg and
JK.
Why is this not working tonight? Royce B, welcome in. Marguerite Nagy, Brian Eisenhart, who says my mom has a challenge for me every 25 pounds I lose. She's donating $100 to my Disney trip.
That's awesome.
Katie Howe.
That is amazing.
Just noticed that we do not have the same shirt on, and we talked about that. We
did.
I actually almost put on that shirt because it was in the laundry, and I
Which one? This one?
Yeah, the one he was wearing. I literally put it away in my bureau today.
But hold on, here's the best part.
I literally just wore it, so I'm not gonna wear it.
Here's the best part. I kid you not, I just told him I had on the shirt he's got on. And I went and stood in my closet. I wonder what Shep's going to wear. And I put this one on. I took that shirt off to put this one on.
What, just the straight black one?
Yeah, I had the straight black one on. And I went to and I was looking, I thought, Shep and I, we never even think about it. The one day I think about it, I screwed it up and took off the one he was wearing.
And then I was like, I got to go put a Disney that shirt on. And then it got too late. And I can't go up there now because all the kids are sleeping. And I'll wake one of them up.
Oh, it's all good.
But
I am not repping any merch tonight, which is ridiculous.
Brian Eisenhart says, "Any advice, guys?
For losing weight, don't eat.
Intermittent fasting. Drink a ton of water.
Yeah. Look, Vibree Project. Ed and Mindy, welcome in, guys. Congratulations on coming back. By the way, welcome back to the community. We missed you guys.
Congrats on 15 hundo.
Yep, congratulations! I was watching when they hit it. It was pretty awesome. So
since I've watched the last couple of videos you guys, or the vlogs or live streams you put out, I've been literally on my homepage. I've been getting suggested all your stuff from like 2018 and everything like that. So
look, guys.
No, you're not.
Dips on the balloon, guys.
No, you're not.
Look, Zip's up there.
I see him.
He's way up there in the balloon.
I see him up there.
Also, welcome in JK. And somebody else I saw.
Oh, guys, this is Donna. Zip is on the balloon.
No, he's not.
You're lying, Donna.
Donner, good try.
Mary Kehoe, welcome in as well. Donna, we know better. Zip's scared of balloons. There he is.
There he is, guys.
I just did a TikTok. I'm off the balloon.
Did he snap the entire time?
I just snapped it. What's up, guys?
Hey, Zip.
Yeah.
While you're here, you want to take care of some business?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay,
I
so
can barely
guys.
hear you. It's so loud.
So it is somebody in the chat's birthday tomorrow. I think it is tomorrow.
It's a big one, too.
It would be somebody's legal birthday for a lot of reasons. They turn 18 years old.
Is it Miss Kenzie?
She's officially an adult after tomorrow.
Miss
And that
Kenzie
is-
Happy
Days.
birthday, Kenzie.
Kenzie Days.
But you don't have to act like one because we don't.
Yeah. You only have to act as old as you feel, and we're 12 apparently. So we're going to
Acting
We're
is
going-
just a acting is just a number. Does that make?
We
Acting
have
is
a few other people that
I don't
are
know.
named Kenzie here.
Yes.
Oh, we got Donna. Wait a minute. Let me zoom in here a second, Steve.
Nick.
We've got Donna from Donna Jaworski. We have Nick from Magic News Live. I see
Nick,
Samantha back there hiding.
Back there.
TikTok
Hello,
famous
Samantha.
She just hit 2 million on her latest TikTok.
Oh, congratulations,
Is she
Sam.
really?
Hey, can you guys see how burned I got?
Yes.
Yes.
All I see is a Maine lobster.
I had a hat on. I didn't put anything on my face.
I
But
see
it
back
was
of your-
burnt.
The back
I
of your
see it.
head's really white, and the front
Hey,
of your
I
face
see
is all
a
red.
I see a Maine lobster in the chat. On the
Seriously.
screen.
90 degrees. I got to deal. Oh, hold on real quick. Hey, how'd you guys like the balloon? Oh, it was awesome. You guys are live on YouTube right now, and we just want to know how you guys like the balloon. Was it scary because it was shaking, and I'm not a balloon guy?
I don't like heights, and I was fine.
And you were fine?
Yeah.
Wasn't shaking that bad. It wasn't. You didn't feel it, so I'll be okay.
This is
All right.
the latest.
The balloon's awesome.
This is the latest quiz on the street with
You are
Zippity Doo
live. You are live with actual guests from the balloon. They just got down.
Zippity Doo Dad reporting
All right.
live.
I'm reporting. I can't report the weather, but I'm going to report the balloon live. Okay.
I'm not a
Everybody
balloon
gets
guy. Put that on a shirt.
Yeah, zip on the scene for sure. All right, so we do have a birthday, and in true birthday fashion, we're not going to sing. So Kenzie, no, I'm just kidding. Kenzie,
not gonna
it is
sing.
Kenzie Days' birthday. We have to sing, and we have extra people down here: Donna, Samantha, Nick.
People
Where's
that can
Richard?
actually sing.
Where's Richard at?
Richard, he's not here. He had a prior engagement. No Richie.
No,
He doesn't
Ricky.
like
I
you,
did
Zip.
wear his hat on the way here, though. I should have had it for the stream.
Is that official hashtag? Hashtag no Richie?
Hashtag no Richie.
Oh,
There's some
Hey.
people thinking about going on the balloon. I'm not.
welcome in, Do Jeff. Hey,
No.
Zip.
Oh, they're going back up. They're screaming. They're screaming over here.
Zip.
Yeah,
Give Donna a very big hug from me right now.
Don.
Yes.
I give
Yeah,
it one for
hugs.
all you guys.
Well, that's from
Now-
all of us.
now
That's
give
from
her
all
a-
of
now
us.
give
Would
her
you
a
go on
hug
the
from-
balloon?
Hey, now give her a hug from Shep.
No, I'm trying. We're live on YouTube right now, and we're trying to decide whether to go on the balloon or not.
He said we should.
We got
Go
people
on the
saying-
balloon.
trying to convince us.
You
Do it.
should go on the balloon. Hey, listen.
Go. Walk
If
over.
you're gonna do one thing in your life, Zip. Look
Ever.
at me. Hey,
Oh.
Zip.
Zip. Face your fears.
Look at it's shaking, guys. Look
Zip,
at how
don't-
much
It's a
it's swaying
balloon.
right
It's
now.
supposed to shake.
Hey, Zip. Don't be a wimp. We're gonna call you out as a wimp.
How high does it go up?
Like 4 feet.
I might see if they could stop it. Hold on, let me talk to this guy.
You'll probably go like
How
3.5
high does that
feet.
go?
Welcome in, Dennis Algazi.
400 feet. All right. Can I?
Oh,
can I-
Zip,
Can I just talk
Zip.
to you real quick? I'm on YouTube live right now. This is Pablo, Zippity Doo Dad here.
Yeah, Zippy.
This is this and that. We're live, and Pablo just told me that it's very safe. And how high does it go?
400 at max.
There it is up there. 400 feet at max. So that's not really that bad. Now,
It's deceiving.
I saw that it's been swaying a lot. Is that normal?
That's normal for wind.
It's normal for wind. You got the wind expert. Pablo's the wind expert.
It's normal for now.
All right.
It is today.
How do I get on over here?
You can go online over there. But
All right.
we're doing small group because it's windy.
So see, now they're doing small. Now Pablo is tricking me.
Well, we've only been doing about 8.
You know, only 8 people at a time.
Yeah.
Can I
Tell him
go
you're
on right
tell
now?
hey just tell him you're Tell him you're famous.
Yeah.
Tell him you're famous and that you should be able to get
Thank
on
you.
first
He's
person.
gonna subscribe to Zippity Doo Dad and this and that. I thank you. And I'll see you in a little bit. All right.
Give him a button.
I didn't bring my buttons. You guys, Pablo said it's okay.
All right, hey Zip, we got to do some singing real quick.
Pablo said it's okay. What's your name? Jimmy. Zippity Doo Dad.
Hey, does Jimmy want to
Live
sing?
right now? Jimmy's going on.
Does Jimmy want to sing?
North Haven, Connecticut. Jimmy's going on. Jimmy
Hey,
is not scared.
he's a local to us.
He's a little bit scared. There are only like 8 people on at a time.
Ask Jimmy if he wants to sing
Thank
Happy
you,
Birthday to
Jake.
Kenzie.
Oh, Sophia, you watch a lot of YouTube. I wish I had my buttons on me.
Yeah,
So
what?
You want to be on YouTube?
Zip,
real
this is a
quick?
fail.
This
Hold on, real quick.
this saddens me.
Sophia wants to. She's a big YouTuber.
Hi,
Hi,
Sophia.
This and that. You'll
Hey.
be able to see yourself live on TV. Okay.
That's so cool.
Are you afraid to go on the balloon? This is this balloon guy right
So
now.
so listen.
She's not scared. See, she's not scared.
Wow, you're brave.
So tell that weird guy that's talking to you that if you can do it, he can do it.
So you think I could do it if you could do it?
Yeah.
She
Aw.
said, yeah.
Sophia.
Sophia, thank you, Sophia. Thank you. Good luck.
Hi,
Thank you so
Sophia.
much, Sophia.
We might be here when you
Sure.
come down just to double check to see if everything was okay.
Tracy just said Kenzie's going to turn 19 by the time we sing.
All right.
Wait.
Let's sing to Kenzie because I got a lot of more. I got more interviews to go.
Yeah,
There's tons of
Tracy
people
Tracy
lining
just
up.
said
I'm actually
Kenzie's
doing
going
a
to turn
special
19 by the
appearance
time
on
we
the
talk. Tracy said Kenzie's going to turn 19 by the time we sing to her.
All right, let's go.
All right,
do
Zip,
it.
you lead it, Zip.
Did you guys take the singing lessons like I paid for?
I don't know. Shep spent the money on something else. We did not
Shep.
take the singing.
Shep
lesson.
bought marbles.
I feel like marbles was a good idea.
Oh my
All right.
god! I gotta switch hands. I don't know how Josh does this all the time.
I know, right?
My arm's killing me. All right, ready to sing?
You're up, buddy. You lead it.
On the count of
7.
7 plus 60. Oh my god, the balloon's gonna hit the palm tree.
Oh my god.
Hold on.
Watch out for the palm tree.
No,
Where's
it's
the balloon?
not.
Hold on. The balloon's gonna hit the palm tree. All right. 1, 2, 7.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday,
Dear Kenzie.
Happy birthday to
you.
It's Pablo's birthday.
Is it Pablo's birthday?
We gotta sing to Pablo.
Come here,
Get
Pablo.
It's not his birthday. No,
Oh.
it's not his birthday.
Happy birthday, Kenzie. Kenzie turned 18
birthday,
today.
Kenzie.
Congratulations,
No, tomorrow.
Kenzie.
tomorrow.
It's tomorrow.
Tomorrow. I'm sorry. That means moving day's tomorrow. That's when you have to move out of the house. So, congratulations.
I had to move. My parents literally put the biggest boot they could find on. As soon as I turned 18, they were like, "Boop, see ya."
Go up that
David
high.
Quasney, welcome in. And is Candy Mom leaving or is somebody else leaving?
$30. Person?
Somebody's leaving. If it's Candy Mom, have a good night. Oh, yep, it is Candy Mom. Good night, Candy,
Candy
Mom.
Mom, have a great night.
Bye.
Good night, Candy Mom.
So listen, Zip, we got you on, and we got a gift.
Oh,
We got a package.
check
We got a
out.
package.
Can you present him? 'Cause it's how
Actually,
we
is she in here? Is Ronnie in here?
No, he's not yet.
All right. Should we wait?
Just tell
We
him-
probably ought to do it while Zip's here.
Yeah.
All right. Zip's going to be limited, so we are going to do a straight up. I'm not going to show the addresses here in
Probably
case
a
she
good idea.
wants to not show you guys.
That's
But
probably a good idea.
I just cut it open, so I have no idea what's in here. And we're going to do a live opening. So the first thing in the box is this
Bubble
amazing
Bubble wrap.
That's amazing.
That'll keep me occupied for hours.
You can also send.
Oh my goodness, this is like the
Guys, Shep looks strong, but he's not really.
You can also send something
This and that
So-
PO box.
so-
This and that PO box 502 Douglas,
All right.
Massachusetts 01516.
I've got a note here. Let me just make sure it's good to go. That she says we can.
Jonathan Chong ASMR. That's funny.
I think it looks good. So, hi, Disnet guys, Dave, Shep, Steve, and Zip. Hope y'all are doing great. I wanted to send a little bit of New Orleans because she's from New Orleans and Mardi Gras to you.
Did you say who this is from?
You mean Nolans?
This is from Ronnie, the Po' Boy boy's mom.
Yep, she's from NOLA.
Nolans.
Mardi Gras.
Dave Quasney loves your wall.
Oh, thank you.
Are you just saying that you love his wall, or do you love his wall?
Tim Pruitt says, "I hope whatever's in that box isn't." Tim Pruitt says, "I hope whatever's in that box isn't perishable. It'll be spoiled by the time we get to it."
I'm going to interview him in a second.
Welcome to my world, Shep.
I'm the balloon guy. Everyone knows.
No, I'm fine.
Everyone's asking me how much.
Corey
I'll take
meets world.
I'll take my time.
Brother?
So it was so much fun watching your live streams and your vlogs. You always make me laugh, and laughter is the best medicine, right? Or is the best medicine, and then comma, right? So congrats on all your success, including 1,000 subs.
You guys like it? Was it okay? Yeah. You weren't scared?
The night you were all in Disney World, so she was watching the night we were all with Resort TV 1 when we hit 1,000, which was awesome. That was heartwarming to watch. Hope one day y'all plan to visit NOLA and have a meetup with Corey, which we should. We will plan on some of these fun ones.
I thought we were banned from going there.
Yeah, we're banned from 2 spots.
Welcome in, Paula Rainwaters. We're banned from going to Vegas and New Orleans.
So I love my Disney shirt, and she plans on taking more pics in NOLA areas. So that's awesome. And hopefully we'll be in Disney World again soon. Her daughter, I won't go on that too much, but So this is from Ronnie Po' Boys, the Po' Boy boys mom, Ronnie, who is always in the streams. We love her so much. Thank you so much. And so we have
more bubble wrap.
We've got looks like some K-Cups.
Oh.
And it's the official Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
King cake.
Ooh, coffee.
Is it coffee or chocolate?
Oh,
coffee. It's what adults drink.
Hey, you guys, real quick, you just missed it. I interviewed a guy. I was on mute because he zip slipped, but he Donna can confirm he zip slipped. Good thing I had myself on mute, but he just came off the balloon and he's not doing too good. Let's just put it that way. Continue, Shep.
So it's an official coffee with a hint of cinnamon and vanilla. So that sounds really good. The next thing we have is a whole bunch of beads.
Yes!
Oh, we could have used those last week.
But these are like the official.
Like
yeah, these are like these are the legit.
They're not plastic. Like
I mean,
like
they're all
the plastic. I mean the hollow plastic ones.
No, these are heavy. Like these are like legit heavy stuff.
You need to divide those up by 4s.
So then we have
even if you have to cut them.
Aunt Sally's Creamery. Pralinis? I don't know.
Praline.
Praline.
Right there.
Pralini? Is that what you said?
Whatever, dude.
Pralini.
Zip.
It's a praline.
Whatever, dude. Then we have.
No, he had it right.
No, he didn't.
Jim with more sunshine, please welcome in.
Jim.
Oh my goodness, this is amazing.
Is it more pralinis?
So this is a custom made piece of art. Bam.
Whoa, what is it? It's good to be Queen Steve.
Oh my god.
And this is an ornament. Yeah.
Ornament.
So great.
That
This
is
is legit right here.
Amazing.
So I will keep that because that was in some fancy bubble wrap. I mean, that's like legit good. Awesome.
Triple P says he needs a pralini chilaquiles.
Chilaquil. There's a lot of stuff in here. Hold on. It's like never ending here. So more beads, like so many awesome beads. Like look at this bead.
Oh, that's awesome.
Like
Oh,
this
that's
is all
incredible.
one. Yeah, this is like all in one piece.
Go with Dad. What's up, man?
What's up, Jeff?
What's up, Jeff? What's up, Heidi?
Howdy, Heidi.
Heidi Cook, what's up?
Heidi.
Welcome.
So we
in,
have these
Heidi's not been feeling well.
luggage tags.
Norland's crawfish luggage tags.
Yep, love it.
Love that.
Then we got.
Are you guys thinking about going on the balloon?
I love Zips.
No,
background
just keep
speaking.
going up. No, they just shut
Oh
it
my
down.
goodness.
They
So-
tried to get me on. Where's Pablo?
So literally, she gave us 4 of everything. So
Pablo tried to get
Really?
me on. Now they shut it down.
Hang on,
Yeah.
Chip. Hang on, Chip.
yeah, go over to
Hang on.
him. Go do your
Oh,
thing.
hold on, guys, real quick. So hold on. Who's in charge?
Who's in charge?
Who's in charge here?
Yeah, they're here.
So where's Pablo? He's up there.
Where's Pablo?
Pablo's in the balloon right now. You guys want to be on YouTube? No. We're live right now. Because these girls just told me that they shut it down because it's too windy, and Pablo told me it wasn't windy, but he's on by himself. So, and there's a kid crying somewhere over here. Pablo's gonna get it. Continue, guys. As soon as Pablo gets off, we gotta interview him.
Interview Pablo. All right, what's
Yeah,
next?
Seriously.
What's next, Sherp?
Oh hi.
Oh, hi.
So we do have 4 of everything. This last one is so dope. It is a little like shot glass here.
Oh, I like that.
You got the masks up top,
Oh,
the
that's
New Orleans, the
awesome.
jazz player.
It looks like changes with the light, like it's all shiny.
Yep. So this is like legit.
That's awesome.
And there's 4 of everything. So
Sweet.
Ronnie, thank you so much. Like that
Absolutely. Ronnie the Po' Boy Boy's mom.
that was so like very thoughtful.
Thank you so much. That is awesome. I'm gonna wear the beads around.
So that was, if anyone missed the stream last week, we did it was sort of a kind of Mardi Gras. Well, we never mentioned it actually, to be honest with you.
I Heart Disney welcome in as
We
well.
started out very Mardi Gras-y, but we just never talked about it.
Hey,
And that was awesome. Go ahead. Get
Hashtag-
rid of me here. Get rid of me.
Hey,
It's ridiculous.
Hashtag Mardi Gras.
Zip.
Sorry, I'm muted. These
Hey.
girls just came over here because they saw the balloon and they want to know where the fire was. Nick just told me there's no fire in this balloon, so we think the balloon is on fire. Oh, maybe there is fire in the balloon.
The moon is on fire. Hey, Zip.
Yeah.
You have anything you want to apologize for?
What's that?
Do you have anything you want to apologize for?
Pete McDevitt.
Did I zip?
No, from last week.
Oh, yes. So Steve 100,000% said fancy.
Thank you.
With the big A word.
I did not zip slip as he was
did not.
adamantly about.
Did not. I thought that was Pablo. He did not. I swear. I was completely wrong. Pablo, we got to talk.
We got to listen to
Yeah,
Pablo here.
Hold on.
Bring him in.
Pablo over here. Hold on. See him?
With Pablo.
We see your
Hooking
finger.
it up right
You
now.
see your finger.
Oh, is he in control?
Sorry
Of
about the finger.
Hey, wait, does he control the balloon?
No, I wasn't.
That
It wasn't the finger. But Pablo is hooking up the balloon. He's going to be coming off in a minute.
Does Pablo
So,
run the balloon?
I got to talk to him. But no, Steve definitely said fancy. A fancy
We're past
word
that.
for trees. Okay, never mind.
Fancy
Nope.
trees. Fancy trees.
I heard Disney.
Fancy.
I actually did not. We went back and watched, and
Yes.
Zip admits it. I did
I
not.
admit it. I can admit when I'm wrong, and I was 100% wrong. I'm still going to call Steve Bobby Aries from now, time and again.
For those of you that don't know, because I don't think anybody was involved in that, Zip
feel
went
like
by
I got
and,
an owl
and
on my
reread
neck
it
right
with the script text on it, and it said I said Bobby Aries or something.
You got hair.
It's down. The balloon's down right now. Oh, I should back up? Oh. Okay.
Don't give
There's a
false
lot of
information,
confusion out
man.
here right now.
Don't give false information.
So which
There's a-
value
there's a
resort
crowd
is?
forming behind me.
Hey Zip,
Yeah, what's up?
the chat wants to know which value resort is Pablo's favorite value resort.
As soon as he comes up here, he's going to get a lot of questions for me. I get a lot of questions for him. He's over there.
Oh, hey,
Um,
Pete
I just
McDevitt.
actually-
Hey, real quick.
Just-
Sorry to interrupt, but Pete McDevitt has a question for you.
Okay, Pete, go ahead.
No,
I can't
you
hear
have.
him.
Someone has to read it.
Oh. What's the
I know.
question?
I'm trying to find the question. I got a question I want to ask people. Pete, ask it. I thought he asked it. He didn't ask it yet. So, Pete,
Said, keep Patrick alive. I've got questions I want to ask people. So what he's saying is, Pete usually wants you to ask questions of people passing by.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Can you go to Walmart?
oh, I read that wrong.
Here he comes.
Yeah.
Here comes Pablo now. Oh no, who's this guy?
That's not Pablo.
It's not Pablo. There's Pablo's there. I see Pablo, but it's another guy coming up. Oh, everyone left. Hold
So
on a second.
was this your strategy, Zip, to outlast the balloon so that when it closed, you didn't have to get on it?
No. Hold on, I'm gonna talk to this guy.
Did you make a
Oh,
phone?
it's Pablo,
Hey, did you make a phone call to somebody to request more wind?
Hey, Zip.
Is it down, Robert? It's too windy.
Is it down, Robert?
Is that Pablo? Yes. All right, Pablo, come here. We got some questions for you.
Zip.
Did you try to buy tickets? Did you guys try to buy tickets? You didn't? Okay. 'Cause they didn't lie to you at the booth. Pablo over here, guys.
He doesn't even give people time to respond.
Don't waste my battery, Pablo says. Stop wasting my battery. Pablo, all right, I have a question.
Yeah.
Now I was up here about 5 minutes ago, and you said everything was safe.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, all of a sudden, these two young girls told me it was closed because of the wind.
It's too windy.
It's too windy. But I feel like the wind has not shifted since you told me it was safe.
We fly in the sky, not the ground.
Okay, so it's too windy up there? Pablo, you were great tonight. Thank you so much. I'll be back tomorrow first thing
What's
in
his
the morning.
favorite value resort?
The chat has a question. What's your favorite value resort? Because we're talking about value resorts tonight in Disney. All-star movies, sports, music, Pop Century, or
Art of Animation.
Art of Animation. He likes art.
Perfect.
Go Pablo.
So you can. All right, Donna, what's your favorite?
I have to go with Pablo's choice of art of animation.
Nick.
Art.
Art. Everyone's talking art. I like pop.
I like pop.
I'm a pop guy.
Finn
You like-
O'Sullivan,
Alright.
welcome in.
Like soda?
Pop.
Hey, did you open the rest of the
I
package?
mean,
Corey
you are that old.
Corey says, "Look at your face, ha 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 ha."
Oh, hey, Corey's face is just as red. Is Corey's face just as red?
Oh, it's redder than yours.
Yep. Corey's face is redder than mine.
Why was it? Because of the sun out today?
Yeah.
Sun's out, guns out.
Yep.
Yep. You can take it off me now. There's no one else to interview.
Okay.
I mean, you
Did,
could go to.
finish opening.
Yeah, we're
All
done.
done. All right, guys. I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna go hang out with these.
You could go to Jock Lindsay's Hangar Bar and see if the bartender that was there that night that we were there and interview him.
He was good.
All right, I'm on it. I'll be back.
So
I'm definitely gonna interview someone else.
Twist his arm.
Oh yeah, easy. But real quick, guys, I love you. I'm sorry I'm not here the whole night. You guys,
You're
are
good,
awesome.
brother.
you
You're
got
killing
things
it.
to do.
Hit the like button in the chat,
That's right. You tell him, Zip.
and don't
Bing
forget
bong.
to subscribe to Zippity Doo Dad.
Wait,
Angel
one more request.
Okay,
I Heart Disney says, "Tell Zip to say art again."
art.
It's
That
not what you
sounded
said.
normal. It wasn't as funny
Art?
that time.
No, it's
said
it's
art.
It's art.
He said
Ah.
art.
See, when you tell me to say it, then I think about it and I try.
Art.
You get the art.
I just gotta flow with it.
Yeah.
We like out of it. Hey,
Out
Dylan
of
and I
our-
got yelled- Dylan and I got yelled at today at the golf course.
By who?
I didn't tell you that. Yeah, we were vlogging one of the
And real quick, Surfer Girl's heading out.
Night Surfer
thank
Girl.
you so
Night
much.
Surfer Girl.
Prayers for you.
still praying for you. But yeah, no, actually that's another story. I'll tell you guys later on. But,
Did you realize that you can't tell it on stream?
Yeah, sort of. It was
Sounds
hilarious.
sounds
Actually,
right.
I think I'm gonna make a TikTok out of it. I don't know if PGA is gonna take it down or not, but it's pretty hilarious. But yeah, real quick, guys, love you, and I'll try to jump back on at some point.
Love
Love
you,
you,
brother.
buddy.
Be safe.
All right,
Have
happy
fun.
birthday, Kenzie.
Love you, little
Joe-
brothers.
Love you.
Love you.
Donna loves you.
Love you guys.
Where did Nick
Jo-
go?
Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Oh, that's a lot.
It's a lot.
Love you guys. I'll talk to you.
Love you.
soon.
Bye.
Bye.
All right.
I got to pull a Shep.
Yes. Oh, did you leave?
Shep, how is it going, buddy? It's just me and you. What's happened tonight?
Well, hello. How are you?
How are you, buddy? Oh man, Oodalali Lane just came in too.
Oh,
Welcome in, Oodalali Lane.
That's like that's like the perfect test every time to see if
Zip's paid attention or not. He just left. Timothy Rainwater's welcome in as well. What are we talking about tonight? Are we even going to get started on this?
What was the topic?
I made lots of stuff.
What was the topic tonight?
Let me see the title. Hang on one second. Let me look back over here. It says the definitive ranking of Disney's value resorts. Oh, I typed that.
Oh,
it's the definitive ranking of Disney's value resorts.
Oh, that seems legit. Yeah, I think that would be.
Sometimes we do turn towards each other to talk. It's just better when you do it this way because I feel like I kind of look at him when I do it this way. Mm-hmm. Don't you? Shep,
agree.
How are you? My dog likes to play too, but Shep, how are you today, buddy? Doing all right?
It was a busy day. But I'm glad to be here. Glad to be here with you and
interesting
with this guy down here.
Yeah, he's down there somewhere.
And I'm pumped that Zip's there, having a good time because that's
me too.
What it's all about is that we get to go out and do some fun things occasionally, and Zip was fortunate enough to get away. So
yes,
he's fun, and of course, I'm so thankful for every single one of you in the chat to be here with us because
absolutely.
Every Wednesday, I look forward to it. Every week, when we finish the stream on Wednesday, I'm like, I can't wait for next Wednesday. So,
well, and we're on the perfect spot too because you got your weekends, which are fantastic. Welcome back. You have your weekends, which are fantastic. We're that placeholder in the middle of the week for no matter how bad your week's going or our week's going. We got this to look forward to. Yep. So it's we only got 2 days after this to get to the weekend, and then you only got to worry about 2 days on the front end to get to this.
Yep. Agreed.
So. We're kind of right in a good spot.
I like it.
Sweet spot, baby. Much like staying at a value resort when it comes to pricing yourself on a Disney vacation.
That, kids, is what we call a segue.
So let's dive right into the first value resort that we think is probably one of the most...
I think
it's probably the worst value resort you can stay in personally because they don't offer anything.
And that value resort is, drumroll please. That's right. It's this lovely guy.
I believe that this is...
Wait, who made this slide?
I would assume Zip because he's not here and we're going to blame him.
Zip did it.
This one by far is the worst value resort because it's way too overpriced for being a value resort.
And it's not very Disney fun. It's got some stuff.
Whoa, time out.
Now let me say this though. Entertaining wise, and it has a grand piano that plays that's incredible. They have a jazz band that play. It's a fantastic resort. Not a value resort.
It's the worst value resort because it's not a value resort.
Let's get into tonight's real presentation though. And that is we are going to talk about the 5 value resorts tonight, which include Pop Century, Art Animation, All-Star Sports.
I have a question.
All-Star Movies, yes.
A question. Who do we pay to do all of these presentations?
So Dave missed it again. When I was with Zip or when I was with Shep, it was just me and him. I said, "Oops, I did it again." I actually create all these myself.
I know you do.
And we pay me 0, so that's good. So I get paid. I get paid in.
Steve's on a retainer.
Yes, I'm on retainer for PowerPoints.
Retainer.
My Disney World fix. Welcome in. So tonight, guys, we are going to talk about
Steve's hobbies. Steve's hobbies include PowerPoints.
Yes,
and I wear a nice pair of slacks.
PowerPoints and lamination, and yes,
and
I like a nice pair of slacks.
And I remember when they were 99 too. And that was
people generally like me because I'm on time and I enjoy a good pair of slacks.
Hey, Brick, I think you the guy.
Okay, guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through the 5.
You should lay low for a while.
What's that?
You should lay low for a while.
All right. We're going to go through the 5 resorts, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about which ones are our favorites and why. Does that sound good? Maleficent Mom, welcome in.
Welcome in.
Sounds like
it's here. I would have thrown that one to Zip.
Try.
What's that?
You said that we're going to go through all 5, and then come back and talk about it. I said, it's a good plan. It sounds like a good try.
No. We're going to go back after the 5 of them and tell which ones are our favorites.
I'm with you on that. I think we're going to get through about 2, and then it's going to be 11.
Nope. I'm going to move this along. Zip's not here to derail me. I'm going to move this along.
I gotta.
Bye, Shep. The first one we're going to talk about is Pop Century. And Pop Century, we're going to do Pop Century first because it's right in the middle of Disney World. And we'll talk about the pros and cons after this. But we want to start by giving, and for those of you that haven't seen it, this is what the map of Pop Century basically looks like. So right in the center, that big blue building right in the middle of the thing is called Classic Hall. That is where, if you've never stayed at these kind of resorts, that's where all your buses line up.
Screen for maps.
I know. So basically, can you see this? Can you see this map? There it is. You can kind of see the white little mouse over there. So this right here is this Classic Hall. This is your food court, your main lobby. It's right out here in front where you see this beige area right here. This is the bus stops. These are bus stops. So right here. And then you're basically separated into 4 different things, technically 5, but 2 of them are together. So you have the 50s way over here on the right, and everything is themed. For those of you who never stayed at a value resort, everything, I vote we give Steve a 5% raise. I like that, Timothy. What's 5% of 0?
Yep.
Yeah. So basically, these are very well themed. That's the one beauty about these the value resorts is everything is themed very beautifully. They have intricate staircases and so forth. And if you look over here on the right side of the map, you'll see bowling pins. And the reason why there are bowling pins there is because this is a bowling pin themed. This is a bowling pin themed resort where those staircases are bowling pins. So you get the 50s over here on the right, which is bowling pins. You got the 60s right here in the middle, which are, I believe, yo-yos. 70s are over here with, is that the Walkmans or the whatever they were used to? I don't even know what they're called, to be honest with you. I think they're called like Walkmans. Like you used to put little headphones on and you used to play with little tapes in them. I believe they're Walkmans.
They're called iPods now.
Yeah, and then the 80s and 90s over here, the 80s is themed to Rubik's Cube, and the 90s is cell phones. So these are what the new refurbished rooms look like. So a lot of the rooms have been refurbished. I'm not sure if they all have yet or not.
All of them.
So everything at Pop Century has been refurbished to look like this. So you get your main bed, and then your second bed pulls down from the pull up, and there's a table actually underneath there, like a little kitchen table. Can you put 4 people there?
Yeah.
So you get that. It's really nice.
It's a queen. I think they're both queens.
Well, these are two queens, I think, and then you can get the one king.
Is this the Polynesian?
This is.
This is not the Polynesian. Thanks, Karen.
That looks really great.
This one is the king size bed.
No, that's the same thing.
Oh, no, that's the same thing. Just with the. Okay, I'm sorry. This is the same thing with the other one up.
Real quick.
Yeah.
What resort is this?
Pop.
This is Pop Century.
Okay.
So,
Dean, what's up, brother?
What's up, Dean? Dreamer's Empire. 2 queens. Who you? He means the beds. You got this brown one over here. You can kind of see the mouse on right here. This is what that other bed pulls down from, so you can kind of see the table. Actually, Dave, it's only 2 chairs.
Right, 2 chairs.
I thought it was 4.
No, 2. Oh. It's always been
2. So basically, if you have 4 people in there, 2 get to sit and 2 get to stand.
No, the other 2 lay in the bed.
Yeah, lay in the bed.
Oh.
So basically, I'm going to go back up to the map real quick. So this
on the head, it's called a Murphy bed.
Murphy bed. So there are also 3 different types of rooms you can get in all these resorts. There are preferred pool rooms, preferred rooms, and standard pool rooms. And then there are all the other stuff. And if you look here in the middle, it's hard to see right by the 60s. You're going to see that light blue area right here and here on the sides.
Oh, yeah.
Those are preferred pool rooms. And what those are rooms that are right there next to that pool. And they're a little bit more expensive every night because they're that close to the front lobby and you can get in and out. Then you got your preferred rooms, which are the next closest, which are all the yellow. So you can kind of see them just laying out around here. And then you got your green ones, which are standard pool rooms. And then everything else is just a standard room. Mm-hmm. So there are some different levels of pricing in that as well.
Oh, okay.
Just as a tip,
yes.
The preferred pool rooms are noisy.
They are, and I stay in the preferred pool rooms every time I go.
Yeah.
Pop?
Not for me.
Yes. Every time I go anywhere, I stay in the preferred pool room. because I want to be close to the main lobby.
Because it's easy to get out of there. Yeah,
I like to get right into the buses and everything else that's sitting right there.
If you go back to the map,
that makes sense.
You can still get preferred rooms that are close but not near the pool.
You can get preferred rooms, but I've actually stayed in the 70s building, and this doesn't look very far. That's when you're with, like, my parents go, and they're getting older. It's hard for them to get even from this far walking all the way. One of them had double hip replacement surgery. The other one had double knee replacement surgery. So it's hard for them to get that far. So we always try to stay right here in the preferred pool rooms. So, and I've been way back here in the 80s and 90s too. That is a very long walk. Doesn't look like it on this map. That is a massive walk.
I was born in the 80s. Should I stay in the 80s?
Well, it's a long walk unless you have a car.
It's
if
what?
you have a car, then it's not a long walk.
Well, yeah, but when we come, we always ride the Magical Express. We get here and then we just take the transportation everywhere. All right, so back to looking at pictures.
Is Pop now off the Skyliner?
Yes,
there is a Skyliner that goes to the Pop Century now.
That's
so.
Dope.
These are some pictures. There's the bowling pin pool on the left, the hippy dippy pool in the upper right, and then the computer pool on the bottom right. There are 3 pools. The hippy dippy pool in the upper right is the one that's the preferred pool rooms. You can kind of see some of the theming there.
Got the pool
all of them. What's that?
Got the pool bar.
Yeah. You got the Play-Doh, these things in the middle here, the Roger Rabbit, and those are all 3 stories tall. You can kind of see the 4 stories tall. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they look big.
They're 4 stories tall. They're huge. In the bottom right, you can kind of see the bowling pins, which are surrounding the staircases on the ends. If you think it's a long walk at Pop, the non-preferred at the All-Stars are like, yeah, I know, they're terrible. Here's the yo-yo staircases and the Rubik's Cube staircases. And then right in the center of the buildings are always something like the Walkman. You all right, Shep?
Nope.
Nope.
Nope, I'm not.
Is Corey still here?
Oh, he's not there.
He's backstage.
I love you, Corey. Let's just leave it there. So then here is the Everything Pop store. You can go in and buy. You can kind of go buy.
Can you buy different flavors of pop?
You probably can. You can go in here and buy all your souvenirs and everything. They have T-shirts, all kinds of stuff, pins, and everything. I've actually purchased many a T-shirt in this shop. You've got some more pictures. You got Goofy just out there where you can take pictures with life size Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head. One thing I do like, it's hard to see in this picture, but like that computer right there is by the pool. They actually have some stuff up there like the ABC News. And then if you look at the second bottom on the second key on the bottom row from the left and from the right, they're hidden Mickeys. You guys probably can't see them because they're tiny, but they're hidden Mickeys on those keys. So, cool. And you can kind of see off to the right there in that on the left-hand picture, you can see the maid carts right there, the mousekeeping carts. And they're
over here. Yeah.
That's how, right here. That's how big this thing is.
Have you ever ridden them?
I have hidden in them.
You've hidden in them? What?
Don't ask. And then we've got, here is just some of the pictures. Here's some pictures from the lobby.
Whoa. You can't just move on from that.
You just move on from I hid in a cart once.
You got to elaborate a little bit on that.
This is the main lobby. And if you go, you can see both sides on the right. You can see one way and then the other way. On the left-hand side, you can kind of see, I don't know why I'm pointing because you can't see me pointing. Up here, the numbers of the years, they start with the 50s and go all the way to 2000s.
Time out.
Time
out. This is ridiculous.
I concur.
First of all, at what age were you? Because at 6'3", you're not fitting in that car.
I might have been over 6 foot when that. This is the lobby over here,
and you fit inside of the cart.
It's pretty big.
Did you take everything out of it? I got to know what happened here. This is like a story that needs to go down into the stories of old.
I thought it would be a good idea. I was wrong. Anyways, off to the left here, you can see that the numbers. This goes from the 50s all the way to 2000.
So you didn't get caught?
I did not. Stuff is on the walls.
What year was this? Was this last year?
No.
Was this August?
This was within the last 4 years. So over here on the left, you got the numbers that go across the top, and things are on the wall that match those
on
years.
our website is going to be Steve's Cart Adventures.
Yeah, do you have pictures?
Somewhere.
They're going on the website. By the way, the website is very close to being
Steamboat Disney, welcome in. Thank you for being here.
But we will have pictures of Steve in a cart.
Shep
on the
lies.
website.
That's a Shep story.
And Steve in a phone booth.
I am in a phone booth. I am in a phone booth.
Actually, we were all in the phone booth
at the same time.
5 or 6 of us. I can't remember.
It was like 7 or 8 of us.
Anyways, here is the classic hall. That's the main building. There's caricatures.
Super classic.
And the fast forward arcade. A couple more pictures here for Pop Century.
Yeah.
These are more.
These are all kids play video games. So hand sanitizer, everyone. Hand sanitizer.
That was that's a big Mickey.
Yes, I had that phone. Believe it or not.
Which one?
Not the really big, tall 4-story phone, but I have that phone, that Mickey phone. It like actually plugs into, which I don't even know if there's a phone jack in my house, but it has that kind where the back in the day before we were born, Shep, they used to have these ones that had cords on them that went to another piece, and that piece you had to take your fingers and spin the dial.
Oh, I used to use that. Yeah, the rotary phone.
Yeah. So I used to have that Mickey phone.
Amazing.
My first cell phone that I ever had was one of those giant Nokias that you literally needed. You needed a
it was like a box, like a whole big. It had a big long antenna on it.
But you legit needed a backpack to carry it. So like you're walking around with a backpack, and when you get a phone call, you had to like whip your backpack around,
I'm gonna be strong
and pull this thing out, and you're like.
Good night, G. Wilson.
Hello. So I'm just saying.
Hello. All right. Good night, G. Wilson and Neil. Yes, I'm trying to be strong here. So these 4 things are.
What about the bag phone?
Centerpieces.
Did you ever have a bag phone?
Staircases. So on the ends of the building, you have the staircase that are encased
the bag
like
phone
bowling
you
pins
could put in your car, and it was like a cell phone, but it was a bag.
Cubes. In the center, you get these pieces. And behind Roger Rabbit, there you can kind of see the 4 layers where you can see out from behind him.
So the bag phone.
This right here
was something you put in your car.
I think Brandy had a bag phone on the Jeep.
And it was a portable-ish type phone, but it was in a bag.
It was like a phone, but it was in a bag. It was a bag.
It was a bag phone.
It was like it wasn't like a grocery bag.
Yeah, it was like a small, like little like suitcase bag.
Had an antenna.
Not a suitcase. Yeah.
That antenna kind of
and you unvelcro it and you like pull out this big mechanism that you dial in the back. Boop 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 beep boop pop pop. And you can be like,
that's the noise that it makes too.
It did. And you can be like
everything pop food court.
I think Jack Bauer had one on 24.
He did.
Yes.
I know he did. Kadani Sean, welcome in. Andrew Bidding, welcome in. And anybody else I missed?
Yeah, they're very similar to like what is now like a satellite phone. Like you can get a satellite phone.
Yeah, Shep, you're going to try to keep us here till 2 a.m. and it's not going to happen.
But a satellite phone.
This is the pop everything pop food court where you can get to 5 different stations.
FYI, they have good food at the.
They have amazing food here. This is my second favorite.
This would be like a satellite phone right here.
Yeah, this is like my second favorite of all.
So
what are you doing, Dave?
This and then okay, so I'll turn the light off. But like,
what's up, Stacy?
Antenna, and then it would stick out and you would use it to go to the satellite like this. I saw it on Jurassic Park.
I don't care if we're here till 4 o'clock in the morning.
Hello.
I made this PowerPoint. We're gonna watch.
Hello.
So here we go. The food court. They serve things like grab and go sandwiches, snacks, and drinks. It's open from 6 a.m. until midnight.
Except for on radio, it's open at 3:30 and also earlier.
Yes. They serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They have flatbreads, burgers, pastas, nachos, chicken, fresh sandwiches. They also have a don't they have like an ice cream bar? I've had the waffle and ice cream. It's pretty good. So they got all kinds of stuff here, and they have a smoothie place here too.
I like the the rounded
Zippity Doo Dad.
part.
Wait. Zippity Doo Dad sent a PayPal for $1.99 or a super chat. $1.99 says, "Leave Shep alone. He is so wise."
He is so wise.
I never said he wasn't wise.
Listen, this right here, this whole thing right here, this isn't just a hat rack, my friends.
So Timothy Rainwater,
Timothy
pizzas. That's pretty much normal.
I would hate to disagree with you, but I'm going to disagree with you.
I'm going to disagree with Steve.
So listen, here's one of the best parts. If you're on the dining plan, you can go get a pizza for 2 quick service credits. So if you're on a date, like when we go,
real quick, Leanne's heading out. Leanne,
Leanne.
Have a good night. Thank you so much for hanging out.
So when we stay 7 nights. Okay. Well, we always want to use our dining plan. We always want to go and get a 2-night service credit. So we want to go somewhere where it's going to take 2 service credits for 1 night. So we have 2 options. We can either pay out of pocket for some meals, or and even if you don't want to do that and you get there early in the morning, you get your 7. You still, if you get there early in the morning, you got a quick service meal you got to pay for, or a lunch, and when you leave, you probably have a lunch to pay for too. So somewhere you got to get an extra meal. A good way to do that, especially if you have 4 people, is to pick 2 of those times to get pizza, because they take 2 quick service meal credits.
Yeah.
And if you do that twice, that's only using 4, 1 per person if you're going with a family of 4. And then that picks you back up on your dining plan.
Is the pizza made of cardboard?
I think it tastes amazing. It's not near, well, let me say amazing. I'm going to retract that statement. It's good. It's very good for what you get. Sure.
So Triple P just threw this in. PSA resort food courts take tables in Wonderland only at value resorts. But that's true. If you have tables, you can actually get 20 off in the food court. Here, Art of Animation, because there's no table service restaurant. So you get 20% off, and it is a true 20% off, because then you don't get the automatic gratuity. So it is 100% legit. It's a good spot. Even if you're grabbing breakfast or whatever, 20% is 20%. So
tables is a huge deal.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good. You can also get your annual pass holder and DVC discounts as well.
Yes.
So now, before we move on, again, not only is there that.
So just real quick, what resort was this?
Pop Century.
Okay.
And Art of Pop Century.
There are Pop Century. There are 2,880 rooms. This resort is right in the center of Disney World. One of the benefits to it is it has its own bus transportation. It doesn't share. And so being in the center of Disney, as it branches out to everything, you're right in the middle. It's not that far to get to anything. And it's really close to Hollywood Studios and Epcot. And you can there is a station for the Skyliner right between it and Art of Animation. So it does have 2. What's that?
Captain Akron makes a good, good suggestion. Tie-dye cheesecake.
Oh, the tie-dye cheesecake is incredible too.
Banging.
It is true. Yep. So each of these rooms, you can put 4 people in a room. They do have king size rooms, king beds, which you can only put 2 in a room.
Do they have family suites?
No. They have 160 square feet.
With someone who has a family of 6, that's a big downfall for me.
There's 260 square foot per room. It's not pretty. It's pretty not bad. They each have 2 beds. Comes with a shower. Comes with all the amenities that you could possibly need.
I hope it comes with a shower. That'd be ridiculous if it didn't.
All 3 pools are heated, kept at 82 degrees. The big pool right in the middle is very large. It actually holds 235,000 gallons of water, which is crazy. It's like, and each of the pools have themes too, where like this one has flower petals that shoots water, little showers. Yes, Shep.
Dude, these stats that you're throwing out here are like ridiculous.
I'm trying to.
I gotta say that I am very.
Our goal when we started this was to be entertaining but provide information.
I'm impressed that you went as far as getting the amount of gallons in a
just
pool.
One. I didn't get them all.
That's still crazy. To be honest with you, I'm impressed, Steve.
I was more impressed. I was more impressed with the fact that I found out that they all are kept at 82 degrees and heated pools.
I think that the work you put in here makes me feel like I'm worthless.
Zip said he peed in that pool.
Did it turn yellow or green or orange?
I don't know.
Meg.
What's up, Meg?
What up, Megan?
So I'm sorry, Shep. What were you saying, buddy? I was reading comments and stuff.
Oh, I was just praising your glorious stats because I mean it's legit, man. You put some work into this.
Yeah, I was laying in bed last night. I got
that, or you're just making it up.
I'm not making it up. It is all true. I promise that. I won't make that stuff up. So you can also rent those little Surrey bikes that have the 2-seater bikes or whatever, and you can pedal. And there's like people can sit on the back or whatever, and you can drive them around.
Yes,
David,
Surrey bikes. Yeah,
I suggest that you don't get those.
Really?
Because one person works way harder than everybody else.
Because the dad always has to pedal.
Exactly.
Pedal faster, Daddy.
Yeah. It's like, hey, kids, let's go for this bike ride. Everyone has to pitch in. Okay, Dad. And then here you are like,
Yep.
And the kid's like, oh, look at all this fun stuff. And you're just like dying.
I don't go on vacation exercise.
Magic of the Mouse TV, welcome in too. Timothy Rainwaters, we're going to get to that in a minute. Jersey Mike, welcome in Jersey Mike as well. This is more info. This is more info than what I found online. Steve, you're awesome. Thanks so much, Griswold. Griswold Family Vacay.
Can we call Magic of the Mouse TV? Can we call them TMNT?
Well, for those of you that want to know, I should have put pictures. I didn't even think about this kind of stuff. I should have put pictures in here for these. I took all these pictures in this PowerPoint, by the way. So
Steve is legit.
We
took all
these
not
pictures.
Legit.
I took all these pictures, but I didn't put pictures of these kind of things in there.
I can admit that I'm not legit. Steve, legit.
Yeah, no, we're good. The Surrey bikes are $25 for a half hour, so that's like a workout for like a half hour. And then you can.
He's an adult.
You can also rent beach cruiser bikes, which you just drive. They're like bicycles, and they're $10 an hour. So, the Pop Century does have a dedicated transportation bus line that does not share with any other resort, and that is very important when we get to the next down some of these others. There is a Skyliner resort now. It's within walking distance to the Art of Animation. It's a really gorgeous walk across Hourglass Lake, which I have a picture in here later for that. But yeah, it's a pretty good resort. Really good resort. Pricing wise, this is more expensive than your typical value resort. So you're going to pay a little bit more here than you normally would.
I think that
it's just
the fact that they brought the Skyliner here is pretty legit, because now you have access to like 3 of the 4 parks without having to, like, everyone hates the buses, right? Like the buses are like legit not enjoyable, but the Skyliner, you can take a little Skyline over to the Caribbean.
Yeah, there's still
you make your transfer to Hollywood Studios or Epcot, or you go to Epcot, take the walk through, hop on the monorail, and head to the Magic Kingdom. I mean, there's like, to bypass the buses for a lot of people is huge, and to be a value resort and have that option is pretty legit.
Well, the second half is that you do have access to 2 food courts.
Right.
You do.
And Art of Animation. And honestly, they both have their own signature dishes.
Yes. They're different. They're different food courts. They're not typical of anything else.
Totally are. And the fact that if you're there for several days and you have access to both, good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to go.
Look, I'm not gonna, I mean, we'll talk about this later, but this is easily my favorite value resort, because of its location and because it has a sky. You can go to 2 of the parks without ever having to get on a bus.
Yeah.
The other 2 parks are equal distant from where you're at. You're right in the center. So you can go to Magic Kingdom. You can go to Animal Kingdom.
Dale, what's up,
Dale,
buddy?
what's up, brother? And it's not that far away. And then you can also zip over to, and yes, I said zip on purpose. You can zip over to Disney Springs as well. It's just due east of where you're at. So it's pretty incredible. Pretty good area. Now, pricing wise, if we were to use today's pricing only, because sometimes they get up, it gets up over $200 for a night, but If we're going to use today's pricing only, which is March 6th, right? March. What is day?
4th.
Today's March 4th.
Today's the 4th.
Okay.
Tomorrow is
March the 4th.
Which then would make Friday the 6th. And then Saturday would be the 7th.
Oh, that's a good one.
And then Sunday would be the 8th.
I messed up and pulled 2019's rates. So on this day last year, I messed up. Sorry. I had to mess up somewhere. March 2019. Good night. Night, buddy.
Good night, buddy.
So on this day last year, the price for a standard room was $143 a night. So that's for the standard rooms on the outsides where it's a longer walk. The preferred room, which was the next.
Stacey, good point.
What's that?
No, Stacey brought up a good point. I made it very easy to get from the Pop to the Magic Kingdom. You do, in fact, have to have a park hopper pass to make that transition from the monorail or from the Skyliner from Pop to Epcot and Epcot to Magic Kingdom.
Annual pass holder or DVC or whatever. So
it also doesn't because Epcot's not open. Yeah. If you wanted to get there for rope drop. So.
Oh yeah, you're not getting there for rope drop. Yeah.
We used to do that. We used to do that a ton. Like if we were staying at Yacht Club, Boardwalk, whatevs, we would leave Magic Kingdom, walk through Epcot, and then go from there.
Yeah.
Made life easy.
So standard room was 143. The preferred room, which is a little bit closer, is $161 a night. And apparently that's the only two that I pulled. So preferred pool rooms are a little bit more expensive because they're like the ones that are right there in the middle.
Yeah, that's the most. That's gonna be your most expensive room. There is preferred pool.
Well, Magic and the Mouse TV brings up an interesting point. Stevesworld, I have a weekly PowerPoint suggestion. You need to start the show each week with Shep's Beer of the Week. But I can't because there might be something coming out from Mr. Shepard concerning that very thing. So we will wait and see. All right.
There is something in the works, but we're not gonna discuss that right now.
We will not be talking about it. Not.
Things happen. Okay. Things happen fluidly, as in if you take a glass of water and you pour it into another cup, and you can see the liquid from one
fluid
like flow into the other cup, and then you can do it back, and you could just keep continuing the process. Essentially, in a nutshell, that is what I would do: is be very fluid, so that I'm done.
What are you talking about?
I don't even know. I forgot what I was talking about. Bob Chapek. What's up, brother?
Yeah, Bob Chapek, welcome in. Todd B, welcome in. Boyce B says they're paying $185 in early May to stay per night. So yeah, as you get
I think that's about what it is now,
up a little bit. But it does go over $200 at times too. So, but again, I think what you're paying for here is convenience and low wait times to get on a bus. Cause like I said, they're dedicated lines. You only have to ride a bus to Disney Springs, which is really close, or Magic Kingdom or Animal Kingdom, which are split as well as you could possibly split them. And then you can take the Skyliner to the other two parks. So pretty good resort. And then the last thing I was going to talk about is entertainment real quick, because this entertainment is across the board at all. You can pretty much find this at all the resort or value resorts. That is, everything has poolside activities. They play bingo. They do Disney trivia. They do some things with the kids. You can win things. It's just a pretty good time. They have caricatures that you can draw. They have pin events inside, and you can do tie-dye. Here you can do tie-dye shirts. There's just a lot for you to do.
We know who has an amazing tie-dye shirt.
We do.
Yeah, Mike and Wendy. That's pretty solid. Standard rooms on the back side of the 60s building nearest to the Skyliner.
Yeah,
that's perfect.
Yeah, now if you want it, now that I have a feeling that's going to change to a preferred room.
Yep.
So, but we'll see how that goes.
See, I don't know if they can though.
Oh, they can.
Well, no, I get that they.
It's okay. It's okay, Bob Chapek. What? I mean, if you're gonna approve a Muppets to invade Figment, that'd be kind of cool too.
I'm good with that, Bob.
I think it would be fun as long as Figment stays and they do an invasion and then they hang out together and have this kind of elaborate co-creation of an attraction. I think that would be really dope.
Welcome in Jed Garcia as well.
Jed, what's up?
So that is basically your stats for the Pop Century. Again,
Dave, talk.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
it might be Jed. It might just it pops in and out if we talk over each other.
Yeah. So basically your Pop Century rates range from $95 a night to $186 a night, plus during holidays and everything, they can go up in about $200 to $216.
Mm-hmm.
So that's about where they stand. So that was the Pop Century Resort. Moving on to its neighbor, the Art of Animation. I will say this about Art of Animation. This is a gorgeous resort. And this one is a little different than the rest of them.
It's the newer of all the value.
It is the newest of all of them. But here's the kicker to this one. Here's the map for Art of Animation. The difference to this one is you have 4 sections. Off to the right here, you have the cars. It's all themed towards cars. In the middle here, this is going to be your preferred room because that animation hall right here in the middle is what is considered the main lobby. You have your Nemo section, and then you have the Lion King section over here that is numbers 6 and 10. Yep. Way off over here, 7, 8, and 9, and it doesn't look far, but it's really far. 7, 8, and 9. This is Zip's country. This is the Little Mermaid, and this is the only area, these 7, 8, and 9, that have rooms that match all the other rooms of the value resorts. They're all the 2 beds, normal occupancy rooms. These other 3 buildings, 1 through 6 and 10, these other ones are what's called family suites, and they have 2 rooms in them and a living room that pulls out couch, and they can sleep 6 people in them. So you can sneak other people in them, but just don't tell anybody. But
yeah, because that would be
you can pay. You can get up to 6 people in them for not paying. So this one is a really cool. You can kind of see right here too at the top. You can see the water, this hourglass lake. What,
Corey?
When are we going to talk about that ghetto value resort we stayed in when you guys came to town? Corey, that was that's not a value resort, man. That was something lower. We'll talk about that later.
Wait.
So, anyways, this little this bridge right up here.
No, we stayed at one of the ghetto-ish ones.
We didn't stay on property.
Well, no, the time before that.
Oh, August trip.
It was the non-refurbed rooms.
It was like the legit where there was like giant stains in the carpet, and we're like, "Whoa! I think someone died over there."
There were murder spots.
Oh yeah, the really brown carpet curtains and stuff. I remember that now, and that's one where my light. You guys didn't stay there. You stayed there for one night. For one night when you came in.
Yeah, one night.
And then we all moved to your place, so because it was better. That's the one where I would turn on the light.
Went to the wilderness.
Yeah, I would turn on the light and it would flicker and go. That was one of the All-Star resorts. They're really old. We're gonna get to them in a minute.
Yeah.
It was it was an All-Star.
And the new refurbed rooms are a lot better, but the old ones are like legit.
And we'll get to that too, because All-Star Sports has not been refurbed yet, most of it anyways. And that's where we were staying. And when you turn on that light and it would flicker inside the thing, and it was crazy. Anyways,
it was like I'm not even gonna go there.
There was numerous things. I was texting these guys and Marco Polo and telling them, you guys got to see this part of this room. And it was just everything was bad, but it stood up. So here in the center though is your preferred area. This is the Nemo Suites, and right out the back of the Nemo Suites, you see this bridge. This bridge is what takes you to the Skyliner station, and if you keep going past the Skyliner station, gets you to Pop Century. It's a very short walk. It's not bad. Jennifer Geiger, welcome in. So,
so you can actually get to the Skyliner from Art.
Yeah, it's right in the middle between the two.
Okay.
So it's right in the middle of Hourglass Lake, right here. The lake is between the two of them, and it's maybe for me a 2-minute walk, maybe not even that, to get across from one to the other, and then the Skyliner is right in the middle of them. So, and I do walk fast though. The room Dave and I stayed in had a place to put quarters in the nightstand to make the bed free.
It was a preferred pool room.
Yep.
That room was
man.
rough.
So here at the Animation Hall,
even Steve's room where we stayed,
RUFF.
Mine and Shep's room was pretty bad. Like
it was pretty
beyond pretty bad.
I got into bed and I rolled over and I was like, "Whoa!" It was legit like a good 1 foot circle
Stain.
This dark stained circle in the middle of the carpet. And I was like, "What? I don't know what happened there."
Julie McCown said the no-tell motel.
Yeah.
Yo.
right here in the middle, you got the or the animation hall. That's your main lobby. Right out front's the buses, just like the rest of them. Everything is themed really well. Like I said, you got the whole cars area, which we'll look at here in a minute. Here's a picture of Hourglass Lake.
Zip.
We say
Zip said he peed in that room.
Zip apparently urinates in a lot of places. So here's a picture of the Skyliner station from, you're actually looking from Art of Animation. You can see Pop Century across it. That's all it is from one side to the other. So
that's really close. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not far at all. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. So you can get from one side to the other pretty easy. That's the Skyliner station, that wavy building over here to the right.
Yeah, right there.
No, they don't, Todd B. If they did, that'd be bad.
Here's the Little Mermaid rooms.
Todd B. You got to pay extra for that. That's an extra.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
That's
do you really want to know where you're staying?
I don't want the black light.
It's $25 for this black light if you want.
It's part of the mystery. If you want adventure, you go to Disney World and stay at the All-Star Resorts. Here are some pictures of the Little Mermaid rooms. These are the same type of rooms that you can get at the other ones. I don't have pictures of the suites. I do somewhere, but I couldn't find them.
And also, just to be clear, legit staying at the All Stars is probably the best thing you can do because it's the cheapest thing. Like,
it is cheap. We'll get to that in a minute. We're gonna.
If you want to go to Disney, that's how you're gonna get there. So
you want to go to Disney and you want to stay on property. That's what you're gonna do. We'll talk about that in a minute.
And you just have to deal with the weird stuff that you're exposed to.
Look, they're really not that bad. There's only I'd stay in the rooms. They didn't bother me.
Like
we'll get to those negatives in a minute.
When I stay with Steve,
Avery,
they legit gave me like breathing masks. They gave me like antibiotics.
But you're not supposed to wear those.
They gave me like the flu shot.
Yeah, as Maleficent Mom says, "Oh dear," rolling her eyes. This is a Shep story. So
it was weird.
Yep.
These pictures here, you can kind of get a picture on the bottom right there. And the top right, you can kind of see how small the people are compared to these things. Yeah, hang on, Shep. Steve's got a PowerPoint coming up for that. So you can see how big these are, and this is again more theming towards the movies or Art of Animation. I put one of the wrong pictures in there. The Lady and the Tramp one is actually from Pop Century.
Yeah, that's wrong.
I messed up.
There's not a Lady and the Tramp section.
So, in all honesty, when I was going through pulling my pictures over,
when you check into art, just make sure you request the Lady and the Tramp room.
Do not go to
please do.
So
please do.
When I was copying my pictures over last night, I realized I was saving them all. I was copying and pasting, and I realized I was saving them all to the same folder. And I thought I went through and grabbed them all out and moved them. Apparently, I'd missed one. So, but there you are. You got Crush. You got King Triton. Here's the cars on the bottom left. That is one of the pools. You can see there. Doesn't
Art have the biggest pool on property?
Yep.
I don't remember.
I'm throwing facts out here that are so legit.
I don't know. We'll find out in a minute, but it has an underwater
hashtag Shep Truth.
Hashtag Shep Facts.
It has a pool that plays underwater sound.
It's the biggest pool on property. Google it.
Occasionally. Corey says no.
Well, just wait till I get to my stats.
Brandy says Stormalong, but I don't believe that that's right.
Wait till I get to my stats. So here's the Cars pool, and then up here on the right is the Nemo pool, and then it runs out into that little kiddie area where you can see Marlin and
Corey. Beach Club is larger. ... 5 comments later, I think.
Hey,
it might be, but I don't think it's as big water wise because it's all like.
I'm gonna say it once. I'll say it again. I've said it already a couple times. This thing right here is not just a hat rack. I am full of knowledge that some people would actually consider me on the spectrum of a genius.
Smart.
IQ of 49.
I'm a genius. I'm an IQ of 72.
72. Whoa.
Of which people put in a standard of way above.
It's 3 too many, dude. It's 3 too many. 72 is 3 too many.
Okay, so when I get to my stats, I went ahead and moved forward a little bit. Surface area, it is the largest pool at Disney. So we'll get to that in a minute. So this right here is the main lobby, and I
got this. You can just close it out right now because
if you would have waited, we would have got there if you would have waited for a minute. So this is the chandelier. I love the chandelier inside there. It's all hand sketched drawings from the artists, and they're signed from the different movies. And this is a very, very well themed resort, especially if you like one of those.
That's a great looking lobby right there.
Yeah, this is a lobby, and if you look at the far end, and I got pictures here in a minute, I think. In the far end, when you walk in the front doors, I don't know why I'm pointing like you can see me, but wait, as far end as you can get over there and left, you can see the drawings start, and it's drawings from the 4 movies.
Yeah,
Cars, Lion King, Nemo, and Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid. Don't forget the best one.
You can see they start out in black and white.
Don't forget Zip's favorite.
Don't forget Zip's favorite.
They start out in black and white and really, really rough sketches, and they get, as you come down, they slowly add color, slowly get more defined. And when you get down here on the left, you can kind of see they're starting to get, you can see Pumbaa and Timon up here.
I love it.
And they kind of get more defined, but they start out really rough on one end, and they evolve as you walk down the hallway. It's really, really colorful down here as well. You can see up here in the upper right, there's 2 walls of these sceneries that are just lit up like this.
Yeah.
There you go. On the bottom right is where you start, and on the upper right is where you end. So it kind of progresses from that to, and you can kind of see the Ursula, what she kind of looked like there. She's right above the Little Mermaid.
Yeah, I see it. Yep.
Yeah, that's not what Ursula came out to be.
That's no joke right there.
Not the one up here at the top in the middle. I'm talking about right here at the bottom.
Yeah.
See these two the car and Ariel right above that was what Ursula was going to look like. She was going to be a mer woman. Anyways, these are just more pictures.
I'm a merman.
Here's pictures from the Little Mermaid section while it's out there. Here's the Lion King section. They got some
Trevor
playground.
Austin. Thanks so much, buddy. I appreciate it.
Good night, Trevor.
Yeah, good night, Trevor, buddy. Thank you. So then you've got your Lion King. And
he's on the rock and everything.
Yeah, he's on Pride Rock. There's Scar watching over. There's actually an elephant graveyard playground type thing you can go play in.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Here is what the Cars area looks like.
They took their ideas from Pop, and in the 10 years that it took them to actually build Art of Animation, they kicked it up a legit notch when it came to theming.
Yep.
I still haven't been to this resort. I've never been to Art of Animation.
Dude, I go. I've stayed here. I stayed in the Nemo suites, and I've stayed in the Ariel suites, or the Ariel rooms. But they're incredible, especially if you have a larger family. Going to the Nemo suites is incredible because the parents can stay in their own little room. You got another bedroom type. The one area is like having like your regular rooms. You've got 2 beds, but you also get a couch and a TV. The couch pulls out for 2 people. You got a bed for 2 people, has its own little bathroom. And then you go into another room.
And this is what's appealing for me now with a family of 6 and having 850 kids.
Exactly.
Yeah, good jobs.
And believe it or not, we'll get to it in a minute. This room is not that pricey. It's better than purchasing 2 rooms for sure.
Yeah.
But then you got, this is just theming. You can kind of see all the stuff here. And then the Nemo rooms. This is the Nemo section. There's a little playground for the kids. You got Squirt and so forth. And then you have the flavors of landscape. Is that what it's called, Dave? Flavors
Landscape of flavors.
So it's landscape of flavors. This is where you eat at. It's pretty cool.
FYI, there's a secret menu.
There is a secret menu.
It comes out in a briefcase.
It does come out in a briefcase.
I saw that video on that. Yeah, that's awesome.
Is this where they have? I can't remember. Is this the one that has the nachos?
# Disney food blog.
Is this the one?
I think there's a weird chili cheese dog. There might be nachos.
It is a chili cheese dog.
No, there's 3 items though. I think there is nachos too.
There's also not. There's secret.
And that's actually
resorts.
And Karen brings up a good point where Art was actually supposed to be an extension of Pop to do the early the 10s, the 20s, and 30s, and 40s.
Yep. It was going to complete the rest of the century, and then 9/11 happened, and it went.
Yep.
So 10 years later, they actually reused. They'd built 3 buildings, the shells of 3 buildings that were the exact same as Pop, and then they sat there for a long time, and they ended up using those shells for the Little Mermaid section because that's why the room design is the same. And then they decided that they needed to put the family suites in after they had. We haven't touched Art of Anime or All-Star Resorts yet, but
do a little something different.
The All-Star Resorts started converting 2 rooms into 1 and making the family suites, and then they decided to do the other 3 sections and make it a whole other resort that is more family suite.
Karen says there's a secret menu at All-Star Movies. It has the best secret burger.
Yep.
And then Timothy says you can actually get 8 in those rooms. Don't forget you can sleep 2 in the showers or tubs.
It's true.
So
I do that all the time.
It's proper. Yeah.
I actually enjoy sleeping in tubs because they like conform to you a little bit. So like if you actually were to ask like a professional, whatever those people are, chiropractic, they actually legit tell you to sleep in a tub because it conforms to your body so that you relieve all the pressures.
I believe your body conforms to it. It doesn't move.
Yeah, porcelain.
So anyway, your body just does something weird.
Zip said he's in a tub right now.
It makes it so it's like all nice and your body just feels good because you just it at the end of the day it relieves a lot of stress that you get while you're at Disney. And
there's no stress at Disney.
And to have a tub that you can actually lay in and it just that's not at all accurate.
Thanks, Julie. Julie said Steve is on point. I try.
And Karen, I do sleep in tubs all the time. They're great.
This Art of Animation suite, you got your family suites, you have your standard rooms. There are 1,120 family suites, and there are 864 standard rooms. Zip is in a tub for real. Wait a minute. I got a minute. I gotta find you.
Zip is legit in a tub.
Zip is in a tub. Hey, wait a minute. Yep. Who's taking the picture?
That's a good question.
Anyway,
I bet you didn't think that through, Zip, did you?
There are the family rooms are 565 square feet. The standard rooms are 277 square feet.
Yeah.
So it's got some room to it. Again, it's right next to Hourglass Lake, and of course, it's filmed. The 4 films are 4 of the most popular films when they decided to start building it. It was actually only built in 2012, so it's not even 10 years old yet. So it's pretty good. The chandelier, of course, we talked about the flavors, the landscape of flavors. That actually, the landscape of flavors has a
Jennifer Ariel is taking the picture. That could be accurate.
Yeah. Michael Bouchard, welcome in, buddy.
Zip says that's from the Riviera in January.
And Michael Bouchard says the burger at the All-Star Movies secret menu is the bomb too. So I'm gonna have to try this burger.
Me too, because I love a good burger.
So Marguerite,
especially if it's on a secret menu, that's legit.
You gotta go up. It's just awesome to walk up and ask somebody for the secret menu.
Yeah, Marguerite Nagy asked if there are any handicapped rooms. I'm under the impression that all resorts have something in some.
They do all have handicapped rooms.
I think they have to.
Yes. I actually read that, and I did not think anybody would care to know that, so I didn't put it in there. But they all do have handicapped rooms. So, where was I at here? I was talking about this, that, and the other. So you got your 4 main themes. The big blue pool at the middle with Nemo is 12,000 square feet, and it is the largest pool on property. Shep, good job.
Told you. I mean, if it's one thing I know, it's everything I know.
I know what I know.
Yeah.
And Corey says that the burger has cinnamon rolls for buns, and I think that's referring to the secret menu at the other place.
I've got to go there.
That sounds legit.
Wow.
Just saying.
That's real.
Crazy.
Sounds really good.
So, okay. So the landscape of flavors, it is a 606 seat food court, open 3 meals again. It's set up into 5 little mini restaurants. You've got your soup and salad sandwich shop. You got your world flavor shop, which is like Mongolian beef and stuff like that.
And Zip, bigger than Beach and Yacht Club. It did say biggest on property. So unless Beach and Yacht are off property,
it went by surface area, Zip. So I see what I think they're calling though. I think they include the little kiddie pool in the other area back there too with the playground because it technically is in water, but it's like a half inch of water.
Hey, water's water.
And Karen says, go to the Roxy station and ask for the cinnamon bun bacon burger.
That sounds amazing.
Oh my gosh. Yes. They bring the menu out in a briefcase that you look through a viewfinder. It is like as secret as it gets. So then you also have your own pizza shop, which also has some pastas. You got a burger shop and you got the market, which just is your typical stuff. And it's a really good food place. But you also, I forgot to mention at the last one too. You also have a pool bar at each one of them too, that you can sit out by the pool and kind of watch. And this one also has services for kids and stuff. You can do a sketch artist of the day where kids can actually draw their own characters. They have the same poolside activities like the bingo and the trivia. I forgot to also mention that each one of them has its own arcade where all the kids can go play. And they also offer babysitting services for the adults. So you can kind of go have fun.
So adults can have babysitters?
No, you get babysitters to leave your kids with so you can go have fun. So
that definitely makes way more sense.
So there's also at the Big Blue Pool, which is again it's close to 12,000 feet, or 12,000 square feet. It's 11,859. They have the Mr. Blue or Mr. Ray, the big stingray. The wings on him span 27 feet. I don't know why I threw that in there. That was just some weird fact I found that I thought would be interesting.
That's impressive.
But get this. So Crush is there. You know, the big turtle.
Oh, yeah.
Around this pool, there are over 2,500 figures decorating the resort.
Wow. That's
a lot of stuff. So definitely you want to go check this place out. Really cool. They do have some quiet pools, not the Nemo pool. It is next to the Skyliner. The Disney buses, it has its own dedicated bus line as well, also located right in the middle of everything. So it's pretty cool for transportation. They run every 20 minutes. And then it has the Skyliner that just constantly runs. Art of Animation sits on 87 acres. And the Nemo pool, remember the Hippy Dippy pool was 265,000 gallons. This one is 310,000 gallons. So it is the biggest pool on property. That's a
lot of gallons.
It is the biggest pool on property, not counting water parks. So,
yes.
And if you combine all three of the swimming pools, you could park 125 cars inside the pools. I have no idea where I found that, but
that is an amazing statistic.
So
everybody rent a car and just drive in the pool and see how many we can fit in there.
You want to know another weird stat I found? Inside all the rooms, there are 2,227. I'm sorry, there are 227,000 lineal feet of carpet, which could go from downtown Orlando to the Kennedy Space Center. I don't know why there's some other weird stats. I'm not going to read them all. So, but that's the Art of Animation. So pretty cool. Pop Century Art of Animation right in the center of Disney World. Pretty good one to stay at. And then we're going to go to the other ones, which I do not consider better. And let me just start by prefacing why I don't think they're better.
And 100% we'll read real quick what Stacy posted. Although we joke about it, they do post the occupancy numbers for a reason.
Yes.
And it is set by the fire marshal. And if something were to happen,
Kenzie, happy birthday.
Things obviously would be not good if you were to overstay what was the allotted amount for that particular room.
The allotted amounts are not because you're going to cause a fire for going over that. It's if there is a fire, how quickly you can get out of the room.
Evacuation, exactly.
Exactly. Yeah. So
and
that's
Kenzie, happy birthday. Good night.
Yeah, good night, Kenzie. So now we're going to move to the All-Star Resorts. And as you enter through, here's the negative part of All-Stars before we get going. All Stars, if you're looking at Disney World and it's on a map, and if you look at my little square over here, it's like this. All Stars and Animal Kingdom is way down here. It's as far south as you get on the map. So to get from here to Magic Kingdom is well over a half hour to try to wait on a bus and get up there.
I saw something today where from Disney Springs to All Stars was like 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Because the way they got to go and everything, it takes forever. This is why I don't like it. And on top of that, it's the longest wait for buses because they don't have a dedicated bus line. They share buses. So you have when you pull in through the All Stars, you're going to come to All Star Sports first, then you're going to go to music, then you're going to movies. I always stay at the All Star Sports because it's the first one. I've been on those buses where if they come and pick you up, they don't even go to the other two. They just turn around and leave. So there's times when you'll wait 40 minutes. So when I stayed here, because it was the only room available in August before we moved into Shep's room, there would be times when I would be waiting for a bus for 25, 30, 40 minutes. And then I had that whole other 40 minutes to get anywhere I wanted to go. It was literally an hour and a half to 2 hours before I ever got to where I wanted to go.
Yeah.
There is no rope dropping with All Stars unless you're driving. There is no getting anywhere quick. It's as
minivans
far south as you get, and it's bad.
Oh, yeah, we did take minivans.
We took minivans. That's the only way you're going to get somewhere.
That's why you do it. That's why they're worth it.
Well, Zip, you say you had your own bus when you stayed at the movies, but you probably didn't realize that they do have dedicated buses first thing in the morning, and they have them late at night when they're trying to get people home. In between, they're not dedicated. And you may not even notice it because they don't ever make it down to you when they leave. They may just go, okay, hey, we got everybody staying here, send a full bus or an empty bus to movies, but they are definitely shared after it's like 2 hours when the parks open and 2 hours before they close. They have a dedicated buses. Outside of that, they're shared. So what did Karen say? I agree. I had no problem with movies. I've stayed at all three of them. All three of them have been terrible. Every single one of them. Traffic is the only problem I have with these resorts.
Captain Acre and poor cheerleading teams. That's where they stay.
That is where they stay.
That's where all my in high school. That's where my high school stayed.
I've actually been at All Star Sports on 3 different occasions when the cheerleaders came. I'm sorry, I was at All Star Sports twice, and then this past trip when I was in January, I stayed off property. Was also cheerleading weekend when all the kids were there, and they come out in the masses when they go to the parks. They're crazy. So we're going to talk about All Star Sports. We have again. This is All Star Sports. It's not quite upgraded. These are the ones that have not been refurbished. They need them desperately. So, but this is up here in the upper right is Stadium Hall. This little area right up here. This is your main lobby.
Is this where we stayed in sports?
Yeah, we stayed in sports. And we stayed in this preferred pool room right here. So I always get the preferred pool room. It was right here outside of this.
Oh, we were over there?
Dave actually got the preferred pool room on the other side. He was sitting over here in this building.
Yep.
So we were in this surf section. So you've got Surf's Up right here on buildings 1 and 6. You've got
I thought we were over this
cheerleading ones. Huh?
I thought we were by the S of Surf's Up.
No, we were up here we were up in the first building. They're the preferred pool rooms.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, from the check-in. Oh, yeah. I was looking at
the check-in.
Yeah.
Then buildings 2 and 3 back here are the cheerleading rooms. They have megaphones for staircases. Over here, and there's a surf shack for the other staircases on Surf's Up. Down here on numbers 4 and 5 is the tennis section. They got these do have really cool themed courts. They're all pretty nice. They got tennis cans for staircases. The football section is 7 and 10 touchdown, and then down here on 8 and 9 is baseball. Yeah. So the All Stars only have 2 pools. So where most of the newer stuff all has 3. Here is what the All Star rooms still look like. They got the nice diamond or the star carpets. They're kind of colorful, but they need massively upgraded.
They're like gray.
Yeah, they're not blue.
They were like built in like the early stuff of years.
Yeah. And actually, those curtains are better than the room I stayed in. Mine were all brown.
That's accurate.
So this is
although it was very similar, but it was very not bright and colorful.
It was very brown.
Yeah, it was very.
I will say the courtyards are pretty cool. So You've got, again, you get your I don't know why there's 3 tennis. Oh, those are on the back. Those tennis, that's an illusion. The tennis balls are actually on the building behind, and Huey, Dewey, and Louie are playing baseball on the tennis court. And on the other side of the net, Donald's furious because they're not playing. But then you got basketball up there in the upper right. It's got a whistle. There's baseball in the bottom right. You've got, so there's some more pictures of the football and the basketball whistle again. Sports was terrible, Zip says.
Yep.
Well, yeah, they did. The rooms have not been refurbished. Sports is the best all-star resort to stay at, but not if you're looking for a refurbished room, because they're the last ones to get refurbished. And they did that intentionally because they wanted people to get back when I used to stay all the time. This is the only place I would ever stay. Nobody would stay at music or movies. It would be empty all the time. And they started refurbing the rooms in the back to get people to go back there and start staying there first.
Nope. Xerox, no hockey.
No hockey. Here are the pools. The lawn on the left is the Surf's Up pool, and the two pictures on the right are both the baseball pool. You got Goofy out in the middle. You can see the Coke can in the back.
Yeah,
and
looks
that
cool.
is the baseball pool.
I like the pool on the left. That looks pretty cool.
It's the one that was right outside our door.
Yeah,
it looks cool because there's nobody in it. And it's nighttime.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
So, and
that
then
would make sense.
Then here is your lobby on the bottom right, and the top other 2 pictures are the food court. So this is, again, the All-Star Sports. That's the only pictures I have. I don't like staying at these All-Star ones. They are pretty cheap, though. Again, there's 1,920 rooms.
If you want to get to Disney,
if you're on Disney,
those are perfect to stay at. Because
if you want to stay on Disney property on a budget, this is any of these next 3 are where you're going to stay because they're the cheapest ones you get, unless you want to pitch a tent over at the Wilderness Campgrounds. And
exactly, Angela Minter just nailed it on the head too. Like a lot of people spend rope drop to the, kiss goodnight basically.
Yep.
At the parks. So,
but
if you're that type of person and you're looking for just a bed, it's not a bad place.
There's a caveat to that.
There's always a caveat.
Still stay at Pop Century because it's going to be transportation-wise much better. Yeah. Unless you're going to be like Dave and order 900 minivans, you're going to want that for transportation difference because it's going to make a huge difference of what time you get to the park and what time you don't.
Well, Uber and Lyft are huge these days for that.
Yep.
Yeah, but they're also very expensive.
Uber is
so. My Lyft bill, which is cheaper than Uber, by the way, my Lyft bill for our trip in August was $450.
That's it.
Yeah. And that I didn't pay for them all either. You paid for a lot of the minivans. So yeah, if you're going to want to go from place to place on a trip, it's going to be pricey. So I would recommend you go to Pop Century, spend the extra, what is it, like $30 a night and stay at Pop Century and get your transportation.
I would stay at Pop hands down if it's $30 more.
It is normally about $30 more on a standard room.
Yeah.
Depending on the time of year you go. So again, this is the lobby. So again, the room sizes are 260 square feet, where Pop Center, I believe, was 265. They have the different
not a huge difference, so it's good.
No, it's not terribly big difference at all. But you can go these courtyards are really fun to play on. The kids can go out and play. There's a foosball room. There's a whole football yard. I remember many times going out with my buddies and throwing football down the football, playing football on the football courtyard. They typically have 2 beds in them. Again, they also come with all the same amenities. I forgot to say that in the other ones. They come with tables, chairs, coolers, small little refrigerator cooler, all the good stuff. Check-in in these rooms is not till 4 p.m. and check-out is 11 a.m. They have 96 king-size bedrooms. 50% of them are handicap accessible. So awesome. They do have 48 king-size bed handicap rooms.
Pretty much, Tracy.
But yeah, you got to book Pop Century out a lot. But here's a plus and a negative, in my opinion. There are 960 of the whatever it was, how many rooms it was.
Also stays.
It was of the 1,920 rooms, 960 of them are connectable.
That's pretty good.
Especially when you're not needing 2 rooms.
Well, yeah, I mean it's good
because
for
it's
families.
really loud on the other side.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. I think for families it's good though, because if you have to rent 2 rooms, because like for me,
families,
I think it'd be probably cheaper.
If you're going with a family, go stay at the Art of Animation Family Suite.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a lot better.
All right, I stand corrected. I don't know. I have no clue what I'm talking about. So
that's my opinion. Everybody's got their own opinion. If you want to spend, you can either go spend, I can't remember how much extra it is, but you'll spend more for 2 rooms here than you will for 1 room at the family suites. What else was there here? You've got this is called the End Zone Food Court. It's 550 people, which is significantly less, about 20% less than Flavors of Landscape over at Art of Animation. But they do have the same kind of food services here. They're all broken up into 5 or so different mini restaurants. And you can get all that. They do have the same transportation. They claim it moves every 20 minutes. They have a little TV on the back wall you can look at that'll tell you otherwise. The reason why this is in massive need of refurb is because this is from 1994. It's almost 30 years old.
Makes sense.
The tennis can staircases, another random fact, could hold approximately 9,474,609 regular sized tennis balls each.
Wow. That's a fact that I think we should all take home tonight with us.
Yes. If you learn one thing tonight, if you only learn one thing tonight,
repeat that number again.
Know that the tennis ball staircases at the All-Stars can each hold 9,474,609 regular sized tennis balls.
That's amazing. And also, so Oodalali Lane says that the minimum now between Pop and AOA, between All Stars, is now 50 to 75 plus because of the Skyliner transportation. So that's a good point.
They do add a little bit. And going back real quick, because I forgot to say it, the price range on Art of Animation, whereas we were at, what was it, 165, I think, for Pop Century, it's 175 for the Little Mermaid suites. And for the family suites on the same time frame was $399. So that's actually more than double for 2 rooms, which it's not usually like that. But so it's probably better for you in that instance to go to Pop Century for 2 nights or for 2 rooms as opposed to 1 room at the family suites. So. And some of those rooms, the Nemo rooms, go up to like $418 a night.
Wow.
But yeah, they're really bad. But going back to the All-Star Sports around the same time, where instead of paying $160 for a room at Pop Century,
Magic of the Mouse TV. Who's a genius that took the time to figure that stat out? Imagine putting that many tennis balls in that area and be like, "This is exactly how many there are."
It's just the volume of a cylinder. It's a simple equation.
Cylinder.
Yeah, it's just if you know how high it is and you know the diameter of this and the circumference, you can figure it out. It's just the volume of a cylinder.
No, they legitimately took that many tennis balls.
The whole thing's full of holes.
Shep did it, if I remember correctly.
So what Shep did is Shep went around the entire tennis ball can and saran wrapped it so the balls wouldn't fall out.
Shep,
then he filled them all up.
As an 11-year-old, you had access to 9 million tennis balls, right?
Yes, I did. And I put all of them in there and made sure I counted everyone individually. I even checked my numbers twice, like Santa Claus. I checked things twice.
Does he check his numbers twice?
He checks everything twice. So
I just I wish I was there whenever you cut the cellophane open or the saran wrap, and it just like
yeah, it was glorious. Actually, it was like one of those those things that you find like a lot of pleasure in because it's so cool.
So, and here's your big difference, David. Where we were staying at Pop Century for $160, the same week here would be $130.
Right.
The next week after that would be $151. It's only $30 or so a night more to stay at Pop Century, which is why you need to book it out that far in advance so that you can make sure you get it. It's worth that extra $30 a night to stay at Pop Century on the transportation.
Gonzo, what's up, buddy?
So that is your All-Star Sports. So moving on to All-Star Music, which all these are going to be very, very, very similar. We're just going to scroll through the
all the same
pictures because they are all the same. This one is separated up way over here to the right, and you can.
The pictures are so pretty.
You look real quick. This middle section here is all of the music. If you look up here to the very top of the screen, you can see these buildings here, and over here on the top left, that's All-Star Sports. That's how close these are.
Oh yeah.
They share a parking lot, and then down here on the right, where you can see the building number and this stuff right here, in the bottom right, that building right there is actually All-Star Movies.
Mm-hmm.
It's right next to the main lobby of All-Star Music. That's how close all this is. You can easily walk from one to the other to the other.
I mean, we haven't gotten to movies yet, but if you're in those buildings, it's actually better to go to the other lobbies for whatever.
Oh, yeah, if you're in like that closest to that lobby, heck yeah.
So
good because you're closer
movies lobby.
Yeah, you're right closer than the county fair.
Yeah.
Then
Anthony Bob, welcome in.
The Hootawada.
The Hootawada Lane.
The Hootawada Lane. So I mean, I'm just saying that like that makes way more sense.
Yeah. So basically, again, these are all the same. You got as the ones that are closest to the main building are going to be your preferred rooms. You got the Calypso area, the Jazz Inn, Rock, Country Fair, and Broadway Hotel. They're same kind of rooms. These actually have some refurbished rooms, though. You can kind of see the difference between the left and the right.
Yes,
between the refurb.
way more modern to the left.
Yeah, between the refurb and the not refurb.
Yep, good ones on the left.
Do not stay in the right.
Rocks and welcome in. Then you've got here are some of the main courtyards. Again, these are all staircases. You got in the bottom right is one of my favorite ones. You got the big drum set that covers. There's also only 3 levels of room there. You also got the country one up there in the upper right, and then the Broadway and all that on the left side. Oops, wrong. I gotta get back over here. There's the Calypso area on the upper left. You got the Jazz on the right. And then you've got the bongo drums over on the bottom right as well.
Opa.
Here is the Rock area, and the Calypso area is on the bottom right. So you can kind of see the big xylophone you get to go under the stairs. On the upper left is the Rock area. And over on the upper right is
they should like legitimately put a giant rock in there.
They should.
I mean, I'm just saying, like,
it should be called Pride
Rock.
Should be called Pride Rock.
Like a legit gigantic rock. I'm just saying.
That doesn't make any sense.
Sure it does. It's rock.
We
could also put a roll there, like a cinnamon roll.
We could, but that's not.
And roll.
Okay. Continuing on, here are some of the pools. Actually, the 2 pools. You got the one with the 3 caballeros up that's on the left and in the middle there on the bottom right. And then you got the piano pool in the very back. I know that's a blurry. Oh, it doesn't look too blurry on the little screen. It's really blurry on my screen, but it's the best I had. So there are your pools. Here is the marketplace. There's a good picture on the bigger what?
We could just put pictures of Dwayne Johnson all over the Rock area.
Nope. Not going to happen. Actually, you could because I'm never going to stay there, so I don't really care. Then that's a good way to run everybody off. On the left-hand side, though, you can kind of see in the background, you can see the market. And off to the right, you can see of the market, you can see 2 small areas. I don't know if you can see them. These right here, these are menu boards that you can kind of see here on the screens.
And I can see them. Yeah.
So that is going to be your little different areas for you to purchase stuff in. Then out here, you get your beverage station and then all of your seats and everything. This is the pool bar out here. It's another one of the ones that looks like. And then there's the other view of the bottom right-hand corner is the seats for this dining area.
I like it.
It's not bad.
Tracy, buddy, thanks so much for hanging out. Have a great
Hey,
night, buddy.
Yep. And here is the lobby for the All-Star Music.
Tracy, big day tomorrow.
Yep.
Just saying.
Slightly big day. Slightly big day.
Yep.
Did you know they have a toaster in the cafeteria? I do cargo, but that's too far for me to walk, so I just buy my own. And that's no joke. I actually go buy my own every time. So here's the lobby. So that's all the pictures I have for All-Star Music. Again, it's one of those that's typical of everything else. All the All-Star sports, music, and movies are basically the same. This one has 2,000 rooms. They're still 260 square feet. All the other stuff is roughly the exact same. So check-in is still 4 p.m. Check-out is still 11 a.m. You still got the same setup with your preferred pool rooms. Blah blah blah.
Yakety, blah blah.
Yeah, it's all the same stuff. So they do have a the Calypso pool where the 3 Caballeros are at, though, is actually in the shape of a guitar. I did not have a good picture of that. And so you have the guitar one, and then you've got the piano one in the back. They're pretty cool. But yeah, that is really
Shelly Starwalker. Welcome in, friend.
Welcome in, Shelly. So that's about it. I mean, they're it's the same as the rest of them. They were in massive need of refurb. I think they need to refurb the lobbies as well. You can kind of see this looks really plain, but everything here is in need of refurb. Now, on to the last one that we're going to talk about, and that is actually going to be the All-Star Movies, which, in my opinion, is the best themed of the 3 All-Star resorts. Where did Shep go? I missed it.
He's gonzo.
Bye, Shep.
I
was curious about a price difference from All-Stars from Suite of Art. Okay, so a suite at Art of Animation for around this time last year was $399. All-Star, well, let's just do that one. That one was All-Star, what was that one? Music? All-Star Music was about $130. So you could get 2 rooms here cheaper than you could get the suite over at Art of Animation. Again, this is my personal preference. That's going to be about $40 more to stay at Art per night, and it's well worth it for the location, the fact that it's cleaner, it's newer, and you get the Skyliner. All that is well worth the extra $40 a night, in my opinion, if you can afford it. If you can't afford it, then get your 2 rooms over here at the All-Stars because they're going to be a little bit cheaper. But here are the All-Star movies. Again, the same as the rest of them. Here is the setup. You can actually see. No, you can't. Sorry.
Pow pow.
Pow pow pow.
Oh, welcome back.
Quick bathroom break.
Oh, it is after 11 o'clock, so we're getting there. This is about it, though. So you've got your areas here. You got the 101 Dalmatians. You got the Mighty Ducks way up here in the upper high. It's kind of cut off. It's hard to see. You got Fantasia, the Love Bug, and then
at the movies resort.
Yes.
And you have you said the Mighty Ducks?
Yes.
There's
your hockey.
Exactly. There you go. Does Coach
Gordon Bombay?
Coach Bombay come out and actually like give you a tour?
No.
I think so.
Or does he give you like a lesson on how to do the flying
V? No.
Oh. I figured
none of what you're going to ask me is going to be a yes, most likely. So,
do the Mighty Ducks come out in skates while you're staying at the Mighty Ducks resort?
Almost, but no.
They sure do. 100% of the time.
I feel like they should.
It works all the time.
These are your areas. Again, here's one of the standard rooms before it's refurbed. So,
is that the All-Star Sports?
Every single one of these is the same, man. Every single one of them was the same. But they do have. But here to entice people to stay at these again.
That's like
I am not making this. I am not making this up. Population always is higher at sports because it's the first one, then music, then movies. So they started with movies to entice people to come back there because this is what the rooms look like now. They have hardwood. They have hardwood floors. They have good, that pull down bed again. It's just like the other refurb rooms.
Yeah.
So they did this to entice people to start going here. And again, I think of all three of the All-Stars, this one's themed the best. It's got the best courtyards and theming. Like here
I like
is
the update. Yeah.
Here is the 101 Dalmatians area. You got Pongo. You can't see her, but Perdita's on the other side. You've got the fire hydrant staircases. You have Fantasia, which is really cool. I love the big broom. You've got
you got me and you.
And me and you and Dave. All three of us are right there.
Dave's on it.
All three of us are right there. Me, I'm Woody, and Buzz, and then there's Bo Peep, my little girl.
We're all there.
And if you're new here and you don't understand the concept of that, you must go back and watch our Toy Story stream.
You need to go back to episode 4 on the playlist and watch Toy Story stream.
That was episode 4?
4.
Wow.
Yeah, so, we're on 41 now.
Wow.
So then here is the Babes in Toyland. I think, is that what's called, Babes in Toyland? I think it is, the toy soldiers and the dolls.
Yep.
And then the Love Bug, you can see down there. And the 101 Dalmatians again. They got little stuff there you can play with and see. There is I like these. These are the staircases for I can't remember which end they're on, but on the left there, they got like little movie clipboards. The upper right is the Fantasia book that you can see.
Those are called take boards.
Take boards.
Yeah,
take one, take two, take 3.
I was an actor for about 30 years in my life, so
yep.
The second 30 or the first 30?
The second 30.
And then there's the pool bar, the 2 pools.
I am now 64.
You have the Fantasia pool. You have the Mighty Ducks pool in the bottom right. It's pretty cool as well. And then you have your main lobby. And this one is my favorite food court of the 3. And that's...
Well, it looks pretty cool.
It's themed a little different. I love the lighting in here. But it has a few different... I
like it's very retro. I like the retro feel. It looks pretty cool.
Yep.
Zip did not be in the pool.
No, not at all. So, real quick on the, what is this, the movie resort. So, the All-Star movies, like Karen said, is just a hair more expensive, but that's because they're refurbed. But it's 1,920 rooms. Again, 260 square feet. Everything is pretty much exactly the same across the board.
How many tennis balls can you fit inside of that stairwell?
22.7.
Yes.
Lynn is here. We stayed long enough for Lynn to get back from work.
And Pete,
thanks,
what's up, buddy?
Yeah, we thank you, Pete.
Welcome back, awesome. Bro. Glad you're watching too, and prayers in the chat for Pete. We love Pete. He's a very good friend of ours,
for sure.
And can't wait to see him again soon.
And if you remember earlier in the sports section when we said there were 96 king size beds and half of them were accessible, with the refurb rooms, all 96 beds, all 96 king size beds are all handicap accessible. Brian 85, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Prayers in the church.
Whatever.
Church.
I try. I try.
That's right. There are again 960 connecting rooms, which I do not like, but it is what it is. The pools in this range from 3 foot to 5 foot on both sections. So on the low end, they're 3 foot. So these are not kiddie pools. Deep end is 5 foot, if you want to call that deep end. The pool hours are generally 8 a.m. to midnight. So, the lifeguards are on. The lifeguards are on there 10 a.m. to 10 p.m.
That's pretty standard.
That's exactly what he said.
The what?
Pretty standard.
Oh, the world premiere. No, Zip, I did not. The world premiere food court is what this one's called. Again, same kind of food. Apparently, though, there is a secret menu burger here.
Yes, Pete, you need to. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
The Poly is next on the value resort that we are going to touch on, in which, to be perfectly honest, the Polynesian is the number 7 value resort that we were going to talk about tonight. And it, in fact, it's very outdated. It has a weird smell. You know what? This whole being on the monorail thing, I think, is overrated. To be honest, I think it's more of a convenience that is silly. I mean, take a bus. What? Monorail, take a bus. I'm just that's just my 2 cents on the value resort that is the Poly, which is also my favorite resort of all time, and I love the smell and I love everything about it. But that's
and Lynn says there's also a secret menu foot-long hot dog and poutine as well as a cinnamon roll bacon burger. So
yes, that is amazing.
But gentlemen, that is in a nutshell. And the pricing for this last year was the same as the rest of the All-Stars. You're going to spend at this time last year, you're going to spend about $130 a night for the All-Stars. You're going to spend about $160 a night for the Pop Century, which is worth it in my opinion. You're going to spend an extra $10 for the Little Mermaid room, and you're going to spend about $399 for the suites, for the family suites, so you can all stay together. So wrapping that up, we can all talk about our own favorites. Easily my favorite's Pop Century, centrally located. I'm in it for all the amenities, how close it is to everything, the fact that the Skyliner's there, and the fact that it's dedicated its own bus. Second to that would be Art of Animation, just because it's like a sister hotel, except they don't have the regular rooms close. You got to walk a mile to get to them. And then I like them in order, I guess, the All-Star Sports, Music, and Movies, just for proximity and closeness. That means a big deal to me from not waiting in line. Again, we didn't stay in the hotels very much when we were in there in August.
That's true.
And it took me forever to get anywhere. Forever. I lost a lot of time. And all we did was, hey, I'm going to run back to the room and grab this. Didn't happen. So what do you guys think?
Yeah, I personally, for me, I think out of all the value resorts, in my personal opinion, because I've actually literally only stayed in one night with Steve at the sports. Going forward, for sure, because when you have 800 kids like I do, and we have now been going down on a kind of a quite regular basis to do our D&T stuff, I will probably be staying at these resorts because it's still on property, and you still get the perks of staying on property because that's still very important. But also budget wise, because again,
It matters.
When you have 8 million kids, like I just mentioned, you need to plan for additional expenses like diapers and such. So,
and food.
Formula.
And food. So to be able to stay someone for $150, $180 a night versus $500 a night, I'm pretty sure I'm going to lean that way and end up staying at these resorts. Personally, I mean, I am DVC, so I do have that. But to be honest, my DVC is for my family stuff. And, well, yes, but
it's just me.
But, you know, outside of that, when we blow through all our points because we're going to stay somewhere, and I, you know, want to get down for an event or something like that, I will be staying at these resorts. So for me, I think I will probably do Pop or Art personally, because I want to be close to the Skyliner. So I would pay an extra 10, 20, 30, $40 a night, whatever the case is, for the Skyliner access, because I think transportation is like the key to having a good overall experience at Disney.
Yep.
And when you're sitting at a bus stop for hours on end waiting for a bus, that tilts your decision on, or that tilts your like perspective of what kind of a time you're having there. So if you can hop on a Skyliner on a 10-15 minute walk, I think you're going to be in good shape, because for me, this will be my basically second home. So
SC Mike
I'm
and
just
Wendy
saying.
as well. And real quick before Dave goes, I know we said that we stayed off property. I will stay off property at the hotel we stayed at before I'll ever go back to the All-Stars again. That's how much I hated it in August.
I mean, what we stayed in off property in January was pretty luxurious.
It
I mean, that was like I'm
not even talking about the luxurious. For me, it's all about location. It's 100% all about location. And All-Stars is just so far out there. Now, if they connect the Skyliner to the All-Star resorts, then I would stay there.
But I mean, here's the thing: like, are you going to budget in like an Uber ride? And if you do, if you can budget into your trip a about a $15 Uber ride per one-way trip. So you're probably looking at like a $30.
Staying off property?
Yes.
No, so the money I save when I stay off property, I also rent a car with.
You could do that too. Right.
That's how I do it because it's cheaper that way.
Right. And then if you have an annual pass, you can park free, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you have an annual pass and you have a rent a car, then you're still in good shape.
That's exactly what I just did in January when I made my impromptu trip. I stayed off property, had my annual pass. I rented a car, drove wherever I wanted to go, and just parked, and I was good. And it's actually, I liked it better actually having my car there.
Yeah.
Because I could just leave and go whenever I want to, didn't have to wait on any transportation. Now you got to take that little tram out to your car sometimes, but
cars great minus Magic Kingdom.
Yes. The car was terrible at Magic Kingdom. You got to park way out in the middle of nowhere, past the TTA or the Transportation Ticket Authority.
You got to park the TTA?
I meant the whatever it's called, center. TTC.
It's better to take an Uber to the Contemporary.
Yes.
And walk to Magic Kingdom than drive.
Or you go in and you tell them you're there for whatever. I like to go to the Polynesian and tell them I'm going to Trader Sam's, and then I just park and then I take the monorail over to.
It's a little easier.
9 a.m.
It's a little easier when you're DVC too to be able to do that though.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. If you're DVC, you go to Contemporary time. You're going top of the world. Right. I got that too, so that's pretty easy.
Right. I mean, there's a lot of good perks that we will talk on and touch on it over the years that we're going to be doing this. I think actually we have a plan to talk about DVC. I think it's what we had it planned for March of 2022. So make sure you guys are subscribed.
You're not going to want to miss that.
In 2 years from right now, we'll be talking about all the perks and the ins and outs of DVC.
How you can no longer book your room because they've sold too many DVC.
That's true too.
That's why it's very important. It's becoming more increasingly important to make sure you get your home location correct.
Make sure you have it where you want to be, because that's what you got to do. Yep. Although I've actually heard of people trying to book 11 months out at their home resort and not being able to get it.
So every time I've checked so far with my DVC, which has not been a lot, but I've checked different times and different things, I've been able to get anything I wanted pretty much. Not anything. I've been able to find rooms at the points I want.
And this is a whole nother topic, but yeah, if you want, you will never get it. You will never get a place to stay if you're DVC and you're going your school weeks, your marathon weeks, your vacation weeks.
Actually, I got one at the marathon weeks, and I'm not staying at my home. That's where I'm staying for the Star Wars marathon.
That particular resort is they have the most rooms at any DVC resort.
Well, I had four different resorts that had rooms available that I could have chosen from.
Really?
We rented points for the June trip, and we got both of the resorts we wanted at 7 months out.
Yeah.
They're available. You just got to pay attention and keep watching, because people along the way too will constantly change their vacations.
Well, that's like the other part of that is that if you're going on busy weeks, just assume you're not going to get what you want.
Right. But DVC is a whole other topic. But as far as value resorts go, I think it is a great alternative to if you want to get down there, that's how you get down there. And if you have a specific budget in mind, you can literally stay, for whatever, $170 a night at the kind of worst case scenario. Mm-hmm. It's not a bad deal, just to get somewhere for 3-4 nights. I mean,
it all depends on how you vacation, right? If you're going to be in the park the majority of the time, or you're okay with, I don't know, you have options to hang out at other resorts, right? So you could theoretically go to Magic Kingdom for the day, but spend 4 hours at the Grand Flow and the Poly just chilling in the lobbies and whatever, right? Taking
lounges and all that stuff. Yep.
One place, have a drink somewhere else, chill out in the lobbies, listen to the music, Grand Flow. So you can do that, and we've done that when we've stayed at Pop. So you still have all those opportunities to take in the amenities of other resorts, even the moderates, right? Like Coronado's crushing it right now with the Grand Destino.
Yeah.
And really, that's what it comes down to for me is I love Pop, but if I can get Pop at 150 and I can get Grand Destino at 185, 195,
you can get that low, then that's a no-brainer.
205, I'm paying for the extra.
Yeah.
And just like you said, you'd pay for the extra. That's the reason why I pay for the extra at Pop Century over the All-Star.
It's all about how you vacation, right?
Yep.
If it's the four of us going down and we want to book one room and we want to be on property, screw it. We're going to stay at All-Star Movies or whatever.
I'm booking it at Pop Century.
Because when we all go down there, we don't stay in a room anyway. We sleep on concrete or asphalt like I do.
There's no reason at that point. And I would rather,
because again, even if you take an Uber or a minivan, it's still a long drive to get from the farthest south place all the way up to Magic Kingdom or all the way up to anywhere you want to go. It's just the distance.
Yeah, but
regardless of mode of transportation, it's so far.
I'm not disagreeing with that. But at the end of the day, if we can only get down there by paying for that and we want to stay on property,
then we do it.
If we want to stay on property, that's the only room available. Yes, I'll stay there. I would rather stay off property and not stay at the All-Stars.
I'm okay with that, but like, I don't know, man. That whole thing's a whole other conversation that we can have because on property versus off property, I'm down with it, but at the same token, I'd rather be on property. If I'm going to be
on property, but what I experienced in August was terrible. And there's a reason why I hadn't been to the All-Stars in over 10 years, and it was reminded, and I'll never do it again.
Well,
unless one of you guys said, "Hey, I got a room here. You want to come stay?" I was like, "Well, yeah, I kind of want to. I'll just hang out with you guys." Yeah. But normally, I'm the one that's going to book it, and I'm going to book it at Pop Century.
If from a family perspective, when the four of us go, we're going to look at what the best value is. So here's our budget for the trip. Does that mean we should stay at All-Star and only take minivans, right? Does that mean we should stay at Coronado and split it between whatever? Do we try to do Pop and utilize the Skyliner and then whatever other transportation we need to, be it minivans or the bus? Because Pop, like you said, with a dedicated bus actually isn't bad.
No.
It's the worst part of it is the return trip.
Yep.
Going in the morning, everyone's in a good mood. Life is fine. You're going to the parks. Coming home, man.
That's a great point.
It's terrible. So if you're if you're looking at it from and again, this is the there's no right answer for anyone conversation. It's how you are, right? So if it's 2 p.m. and you're leaving Magic Kingdom, it might behoove you to get on the monorail and go to Epcot.
Yep.
Walk through Epcot. If you have a hopper, whatever, but walk through Epcot, enjoy that. Get on the Skyliner and go to Pop that way, right? Like that's where I like thinking outside the box when it comes to transportation is the way to win. But if you're talking like straight up, what's my favorite resort value-wise? It's Pop. It's always been Pop. It always will be Pop. Mainly because Steve, it's centrally located and like hands down, if it is within $30 to $50 a night and it's available, I'm booking it.
100%.
Over All-Star. The next thing down would be All-Star Movies because of the renovated rooms. Because for us, if we're actually spending time in the room, I want it to be nice. I don't want the bloodstains on the carpet. I don't want to have to worry about
See, I thought that enhanced the room when I stayed there because it was cool. I was like going, "Oh, look at that! It flickers." And
it enhanced the room when we sat there until 3:30 in the morning and BS'd about it and made fun of everything. That was fine, but like, you know, if you show up with a family, I mean, Brandy and I went down in 2018, and we stayed. Wow, that seems so long ago. In January of 2018, just the two of us. And we stayed at Movies, And we didn't stay in the room much, which was a good thing because I mean I still have pictures and it was black mold everywhere. Everything was it was in disarray.
Ronnie the Po' Boy's mom is here.
Yes.
We opened your package earlier today, and we want to thank you
the beginning.
very much. It was awesome.
Yes.
Back to the beginning.
That was incredible. Yeah, I think we did it well when Zip comes in. We did it, and Zip is all over saying only Pop Century as well. I'm in total agreement. I'm to the point where I'd rather stay off property than stay at the All Stars again, just because of location alone. 100%.
And just to the point, like I would love to stay at Art of Animation. I'm never going to stay at Art of Animation.
No,
Ever.
You don't want to stay in the Little Mermaid rooms. They're Zipwood. They're too far. Again, I pay the extra money to stay in a preferred pool room. I want to be close to the main building. It's a long walk from the Little Mermaid suites up to the front of the building.
I would love to stay in one of the suites, but if I'm dropping $380 a night, I'm going to drop $410 and stay at the yacht club. But
there's a difference though. If you're talking about staying at the suites, though, that's for families of more than.
That's what. But I'm just saying, you're asking what I'm never going to stay at Art of Animation.
You don't want to stay at the Little Mermaid suites, but I'm getting because the Little Mermaid suites are only $170 a night.
They're not the same as Pop.
$399.
They're the same as Pop, but you are automatically put
$10 more than Pop.
You're put in the corner though.
Yeah.
You're like,
you're way off as far as you can get.
So I don't see, unless we just say, you know what, we're going to do it for 2 nights just to try it and then move somewhere else. Yeah. But if I look at, again, holistically budgeting that trip and say we can spend $365 a night, I'm going to wait for that discount. I'm going to assume a discount's going to come out, and I'm going to attempt to grab something at Boardwalk, Beach Club, Yacht Club.
You're very close into the moderate at that point, where it's like you might as well just do it a moderate.
Yeah.
Unless you have 6 people.
Unless you have 1,800 kids, like I do.
It's like
there's no reason to stay in the family suite. I mean, there is. If you want that luxury of having the extra room or whatever, and you're gonna, you like that kind of thing, it's a gorgeous resort, and that's fine if you can afford it.
This is me saying it when there's a 12-year-old and a 7-year-old in the house.
Yeah.
If you literally, like, if we're going down and Gigi's 17 and Dawson's 12, and it's like, yeah, we don't want to be in the same room as you all the time, so we're gonna stay there. So you go over there.
Yep.
We'll bring the Xbox, Dawson. You can play Night 4 or whatever you're playing.
It's exactly right. It's all about how you want to vacation and what matters most to you. To me, again, for Disney World, because the way it's set up and everything, the most important thing for me at Disney World is transportation. That is my most important factor for what I'm going to do. And I don't want to ride minivans all the time. I don't want to spend another $455 on 3 days worth of Ubers and Lyfts and minivans, which minivans are even more expensive.
More than that.
I know it's more than that. That was only my
$1,000.
portion. That was my portion, was $475 or whatever it was.
The thing is that when we stayed at Coronado last year, we got such a great rate, and it was 50-50. We were going to split that with somewhere else, and we're just like, you know what?
Yep.
We're going to write the minivan stuff into the budget. Again, it's looking at the whole thing.
Yep. It's just how you guys love minivans and Ubers. I don't, but it's just however you want to, if you budget it in, perfect. I budget the dining plan in instead of the Ubers and Lyfts. You guys do that instead of the dining plan. So it's just about what works for you. But overall, no matter what your transportation is, no matter what your location is or transportation is, whatever your transportation is, location is most important for me.
Yeah.
So I got to be centralized so it doesn't take, because even if you're in an Uber or something, especially if you got to call one that's not around you, they got to come all the way down and get you, and then they got to turn around and go all the way back, take you where you want to go.
All I got to say is from All Star to Magic Kingdom at $38 to $41 for a minivan ride.
It costs more to go from All Stars to Magic Kingdom on Lyft than it does for me to go from Disney World to the airport.
Yeah, it does.
Mm-hmm. That's how far and long it's going to be.
Well, yeah, there's a premium involved and all that.
There is, but it still takes you about the same time. It takes more than a half hour, up to 45 minutes to get there. It takes me about 36 minutes to get to the airport.
That's so crazy.
So depending on where you're at, and if you're around Magic Kingdom, it's gonna take you a lot longer because it's hard to get out. But good night, Alyssa. Thank you for being here.
Alyssa, good night.
Night. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's 20 minutes. One way to Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
It took me 40 whatever to get to the Poly from when I was meeting Shep.
Yeah.
Because I started out at my hotel. He told me to leave and go to the Poly. It literally took me 40 something minutes to get to the Poly by whatever I don't remember what I used. And then he turned around and said, "Okay, go back. We're going to meet you at the hotel." So I had to take that again, and it was literally another 40 something minutes to get back
for the bus.
For the bus ride alone.
Yeah.
But I mean, it wouldn't have been that much better in a car, or they get special lanes down there. For
we took Corey's car from.
It's like 19 minutes.
Yeah, we once we went up with you, we took Corey's car from movies to the TTA, and it wasn't that bad. I think we did it in like. I think we met you around 7, a little before 7 at the resort, and then we were in Magic Kingdom by like 7:20, and that was like meeting you, dropping stuff off, getting back in the car, and heading over. I think the whole ordeal was about a half hour. That was like
right now, Google Maps says from the Magic Kingdom to All Stars is 48 minutes. Oh wait a minute, that's not right.
Yeah, that's walking.
That is if there is issues. It is 6.1 miles is all it says it is. But that does not. Wait a minute, that's not Magic Kingdom. That took me to a golf course. It's about. Why did it take me to the golf course? I said Magic Kingdom. There we go. Now, directions.
Silly golf.
It's about 10 miles, but it takes a long time to get there.
Yeah. No, it is the farthest point down for sure. I mean, there's no doubt about it. So, but
anyways,
yeah, that's what it is. It's still a place on property to stay if you like staying on property, and I prefer staying on property just because you get the extra conveniences. I mean, just think about it, like you get the extra magic hours. So if you stay off property, you don't
there
get
are
that.
Conveniences to stay off. That's a whole other story that we already did, but yes, there are. So
all-star movies to saying 12 minutes.
That's because there's no traffic.
Well,
I'm telling you, I rode it. It was 42 minutes or something like that.
Oh, via bus, 100%.
Yeah, bus. I agree. I
mean, I was watching Tim Tracker earlier, and he was saying from downtown Disney to All Stars was like 30 minutes.
Yeah,
and I mean, and that's like half the distance to the Magic Kingdom. So
half the distance to the goal. Automatic first down.
Automatic first down.
All right, so that's our opinions on the definitive ranking of Disney's value resorts. It all depends on how you like to
vacation.
Basically, what means most to you.
Yep.
If you want to budget in the Uber rides and the Lyft rides and spend the extra money, that may be the way you go. If you prefer about location, Pop Century is about as centralized in Disney World as you could possibly get. So we would like to thank Dean over at The Live Place, www.theliveplace.com, for hosting our show. He hosts over 79 other shows. The Live Place and Dreamers Empire on YouTube as well. David, what say you?
I don't know. What do I say? Glad to be here. Thanks, gentlemen, as always. Lovely evening. Thanks to everyone who is here in the chat. I know we were rocking about 260, 270 there. That's insane. Awesome. Thank you so much, all of you, for being here. Coming down the pike, just dropped the podcast on Saturday with Monday Morning Monorail podcast. Justin and Sam have one with Nate from Paging Mr. Morrow dropping later this week. Should be a good time. Obviously, some vlogs. Check us all out on TikTok. This guy, and the this and that TikToks. Other than that, Allegedly, we might have a video on Saturday. I'm just saying allegedly at this juncture. We got to talk about that.
There'll be something.
There will be a video, but it may not be. Nobody else knows but us, but there will be a video on Saturday.
Okay, so there will be a video on Saturday. Obviously, more stuff coming down the pike. I was looking through video today, gents, of the trip in January, and I forgot half of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the best part about it is we've only been on 2 trips together at Disney, I think.
Yep, and there's a lot of video left.
Insanely crazy about everything that we've done so far. But anyway,
when we start getting down there, like once every 2 months to put material together.
When I have a house down there and it doesn't cost
things are gonna get crazy for sure.
Yeah. Powerball.
That's good. I think that's gonna happen first, though.
Yeah, agreed.
Well, to get a big house, we'll have a little house either. When I move down there, we're gonna have something. So, Shepherd,
I just want to thank every single person here in the chat. Anyone who's new, please subscribe to Disney That. We go live every Wednesday at 9. We do all things fun. We do all things fun. We do all things fun. We do all things that don't make any sense at all. We stay sometimes on topic, most times off topic.
The last 2 weeks, we've been way too on topic.
Yeah, but you know what? We've had a lot going on, and we very soon have bigger things dropping. We've got our website dropping very, very soon. It's almost done. We drop some kind of vlog or something on Saturdays around 10:30. So always be on the lookout for that. It's a lot of fun. And of course, Dave mentioned we are also on TikTok. We do stuff on TikTok, but follow the social medias. All 4 of us, myself, Steve, Zip, who is actually down currently in Disney right now, having a ball, and Dave. We all have our own separate stuff as well. So go check us all out. It's a lot of fun. We just appreciate all the support that you guys give us, and this is, for me personally, always something I look forward to every single week. I always look forward to Wednesday nights, hanging out with everybody, and just kind of getting, just getting to see you guys, in the chat, and it's a lot of fun. So, guys, love being here with you. You guys are, of course, my best buds, and we missed Zip tonight, but he, of course, I just said he was here. The time of his life. He was here earlier, so if you missed it, go back, catch the beginning. He did pop in for a little bit.
Has an excuse.
He has an excuse for sure. I mean, anyone who's down in Disney, and that's a free pass to do the thing. Yep, it's a rule. So, but just super excited. And
you're talking too long. I got a cramp.
Oh, just can't wait for all the fun stuff that's going to come out. So just keep your eye out, subscribe, ring the bell. Hit the like button tonight, guys.
If you keep talking for 23 minutes,
take it away, buddy.
It's going to be Kenzie's birthday if you keep talking for 23 minutes.
I could keep going. I could keep going.
Mike and Wendy, we appreciate your comments. That is what we're here for. We try to be entertaining, but we also try to deliver some kind of information. And I don't know. I've been bored lately, and I try to make PowerPoints. I don't know why. But we do appreciate everybody. Every single one of you guys that comes out every single night and talks to us. We could not do it without you. We could, it just wouldn't be as fun. We'd be talking to ourselves, but we love each and every one of you. Love the support that you give us each and every night. We have blossomed into something very epic in less than 2 months, and we could not have done that without you guys. So thank you guys so much for coming out and watching us. We will continue to try to provide fresh, updated content for you each and every week. We do have the This and That merchandise contest going on right now, which is scrolling across the bottom. It runs till March 17th. So if you want to be entered, take a picture with any This and That merchandise that you have. Tag all 4 of the This and That members and hashtag DNT merch. Post it. Zip is not, or Dave, you're not eligible. Post it on Instagram and Twitter and tag us all in it and hashtag DNT merch. Contest ends March 17th. We will pick 4, one of each, to go up on the website for you all to vote. And then the voting will end on April 1st. And that person will get I don't remember what they get. A signed shirt from all of us, a Give Kids the World shirt from all of us. It's signed plus something off of the This and That store. So thank you guys so much for coming out. We love and appreciate each and every one of you. We could not do it without you. You gentlemen and Zip, you guys know what you mean to me. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for doing this each and every week with us and allowing me to be a small part of what we do. To everybody, we love you. We can't do it without you. Thank you so much. And we will see you next time.
See you next Wednesday.